WTFisodes, WTFisodes. You are tuning in to What the Episodes.
Hello.
Hey.
6.
17. It's 17. Whoa. Hey.
As I was sitting here, and I was like, this is 16.
Dude, you were like,
I remembered it was 15.
you're doing this, and I was like, no,
because
it's too late. It was too late
when we did 16. Now I was like, oh, I wish this was 15, because 15 it felt like that was the milestone one.
Yeah.
And then 15, we were just like, we saw a shitty movie.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 16 hasn't been released yet, but it will be released by the time this one comes out. But we started something different, and I hope you guys enjoy. It's a little personal stories of me and Chris and things that have happened to us in Utah.
Yeah. I don't think we mentioned Utah on that one, but
we did.
That's the intent.
Yeah.
That was the intent. But know that those stories happened in Utah. Yeah, because we don't leave the state.
Yeah, we're planted here.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We love our home. Question mark. What? I didn't. What?
Hey. All right. Hey, it's episode 17 and we got a special guest today.
Hey, what's up?
Oh wait, that's not. You did it wrong. You did it
for him.
Oh, okay.
This man came in with a hat.
Oh yeah.
This man came in with a satchel.
He didn't bring a whip though.
No whip.
It's in his pants.
I'll show it to you guys later.
It just got sexy.
Yeah, man, that wasn't. I'm not using that sound for the movie.
Yeah, we're
This is for the real man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get some. We're gonna get some of that later. Yeah, some of that
whip.
Yeah. But we didn't even introduce him yet. You're just
we introduced his dick. That's usually what we do. Right?
We'll get to him later.
Yeah. Tell us about that, dude.
I'm already sweating, dude. I'm sweating.
Talking about my wrench on the
podcast. Hey, special guest Nick Van Komen or Nick VK. What do you want to be called?
We just go with Nick or Nick VK.
All right. Yeah, we don't use sound effects on this, but we're doing it today.
Hey, I like it.
I'm going to start doing it all the time. We're starting to do it. So if you don't like that sort of thing, Zach, go fuck yourself.
Hey, Zach, why are you still listening?
Jesus Christ, dude, 17 in.
I'm waiting for the good one.
He came back at us as Zach. God damn it. Touche.
Yeah, what's up, Nick?
Hey, nothing much, dude. I'm just stoked to be here and talk some Indy, man.
Yeah,
dude, I was so stoked when we came up with that idea. I was like, oh, that's it, man. And,
I knew.
And the funny thing was, I actually went and helped my brother work this week. Did some manual labor, but I hate I wear gym shorts all summer long, and my phone flips around. My keys,
I hate that.
It just bugs me. Mm-hmm. So I grabbed a fanny pack and filled in the stuff with a fanny pack and threw it over my shoulder, and he was like, "What's that? Your Indiana Jones satchel?" I'm like, "That's exactly what it is." I've never felt so cool in my life. Why am I waiting so long?
All of a sudden, you're working harder.
Yeah. Dude, I show up the next day to work in a leather jacket. What's up? It's summer, right? I always wear this leather jacket, right?
And you always say that you hate snakes.
Yep.
Yeah.
I fucking hate snakes.
I hate snakes.
That's the only thing that I have in common with Indiana Jones.
Oh.
I am fucking terrified of snakes. Ever since I was a kid, dude, I have a huge phobia about it.
We went camping one year, and you ate a snake.
Yeah.
You hunted down a snake and ate it.
Harry hunted it, and then our friend Harry is a crazy man. Well, we made him crazy.
Yeah, you guys did.
No. Well, it was your house.
No, it wasn't.
Bro,
it wasn't. It was my house.
Okay, this is weird. Okay, so our friend Harry... Harry's the nicest guy I think I've ever met. He was so nice, and I met him at work at Pepsi.
Okay.
And We became friends.
Yeah.
And then I ended up moving into this apartment complex that I used to deliver to for Pepsi. And I got like a huge discount because the manager knew me. But Harry lived there too for the same reason.
Oh.
And then so we started hanging out all the time. And then we became like drinking buddies and doing all this stuff. And then one night, because then, he integrated with like my friends, you and Matt and Paul. And we were hanging out one night, getting drunk at your house.
It was my house?
Illegally, yeah. So we're getting drunk.
Yeah. Let's talk about
it was legal for me to drink, but not to hand drink. God damn it, not to hand drinks to a child. So which was you. So I was handing drinks to an underage. I give alcohol to underage people.
Oh my god.
I groom women. I groom girls.
You don't. You don't though.
No, I've never. No.
But it's fun to say.
It sounds because looking back,
that was your past life.
Yeah.
I left that life behind.
Because it's like, no, I'm just hanging out with RJ and we're drinking. It's like, oh, but yeah, technically, that's a, and then the whole Natalie thing that she made it up, dude. I didn't start talking about it. You think I started calling myself a groomer, bro?
No.
But
maybe
I did say it on the podcast.
You did
tell everyone.
Yeah, and then you didn't until the very end tell us that you were actually a teenager too. Yeah. When she was a teenager,
an older teenager. Yeah. Well, and we didn't date then.
Oh yeah. You didn't date, so there's no
in our
grooming.
20s. But that's
dude. If anything, she groomed you.
Or was it reverse groom?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Psychological.
She was
yeah.
She was like, I don't know. I was gonna say watering my dick, but I don't want to say it.
Oh my god.
Anyway. So we're hanging out at your house, and we're drinking, and Harry gets a little too drunk, but not how he eventually ended up doing all the time. Yeah. But he's just a little too drunk, and he's sloppy, and we're like, hey, let's go downstairs. I don't know if we were like, it was over and we're just going to go downstairs to rest, or if everyone was downstairs, or if I was going to bang him. I don't know what the plan was. I was trying to bring it upstairs. But he's going downstairs. No, I was like way up the stairs. I don't know if I was going down him, but Harry was going down him. He's most of the way down. And he fucking fell. And he fell maybe 8 stairs.
Yeah.
And he landed directly on his head. And he fucking blacked out for just a second and then got up, and we are so fucking stupid that we're like, all right, bro, you're all good, and let him sleep. And from then on, dude, I swear to God, the Harry that we knew after that wasn't the same person.
He died that night,
dude. Yeah, that's when he started. That's when he started drinking more. That's when he became when he became an alcoholic.
Yeah, dude.
He lost his girlfriend of like 5 years that he was gonna get married to. The alcoholism was hardcore, dude. Like,
I know.
He got fired from our jobs. We both had the same job at Pepsi, and we went in together. Like, we'd drive each other. Yeah. Mostly he'd drive me. Whatever. So I would go, but he took me to work one day, and then I was prepping the truck, doing this pre-trip thing. And then they just come up to Harry. There's like 3 managers, and they're like, you need to come with us. And they took him, and I didn't see him the rest of the fucking day.
Wow.
And then I get back after doing my route, and my manager pulls me aside. He's like, I know you're friends with Harry and stuff, and he got fired today. Just want to let you know. That's all he tells me.
What?
But then my uncle, who also works there, calls me into his office. And so I go into his office, and he's like, Harry was drunk. Like, we got there at 6 a.m. And Harry was they took him in to do a test, and he was fucking like a 0.13 or some shit.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That's insane.
And he drove you that
me to work. Yeah.
What?
But that's how he got. But he didn't turn into that
until he fell down my stair. I had no idea. I remember when he fell down the stairs. And now I feel like an asshole,
dude. I think we fucking broke him.
Whatever. Like, hey, Harry, man, I'm sorry I ruined your life, man.
Hey, Harry, if you're listening, I'm sorry, dude.
I still talk to Harry.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh, should we have him on the podcast?
Harry was the best man at my wedding, man.
Yeah. Oh, I know that.
I still talk to him. Yeah. We were really close at one point,
dude,
but then it just
I remember
it got out of hand, man.
Yeah.
Like, I have a kid. I can't have fucking alcoholic.
Is he still an alcoholic?
I don't. He still drinks. He seems better. Okay, but he's
in control.
But he is drinking.
He's in control.
Yeah, he's in control of his demons.
He's functioning.
Still got him.
He's functioning.
Yeah. Okay,
you know what I mean.
He's put the stairs behind him.
Yeah.
I remember one time with Harry, since we're talking about him.
This should have been our other podcast.
It should have been.
Yeah.
But I remember one time we were at Paul's house, and we were all sleeping.
We're always at Paul's
we were
house.
at Paul's house. We were sleeping, and this is one of the last. I think this was the last time I saw him. He gets up in the middle of the night, and I can hear him get up, and he opens the fridge. I'm like, Harry, what are you doing? And I see him start unzipping his hands.
I know about this.
And I'm like, Harry, what are you doing? Don't do it. And he starts pissing all over his fridge.
Into the fridge, yep.
And I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Yeah. I can't believe this is
That's
happening.
How sloppy drunk
What did you do
dude.
next, though?
I just went back to bed.
I'll do that in the morning.
I was like, I can't stop. I'm not touching him. If I touch him, he's gonna turn, and I'm gonna get peeled.
You didn't leave a note like, "Do not eat the food in the fridge." It's been pissed off.
RJ was like, "Not my house, dude."
I asked Paul. I was like, "Hey, did you do anything about that fridge?" Like, and he was like, "No." So there was just pee inside the fridge, dude. And then he moved, and then I was
He's like, "Have you ever seen the bottom of the fridge? Dude, that's fucking nasty, bro. Already, the piss was the least of my worries."
Hey, it adds something to the food in the fridge.
Well, it was a while because, like, I know Paul wouldn't let Harry come around for a while.
Oh no, I think that's when he banned him.
Yeah,
that was the last straw. That was the last time I saw him.
He banned the man, but didn't clean up the pee.
No, dude,
he did ban him for. I don't remember him being banned completely. At that time, because I don't know, because I wasn't hanging out with anyone when Paul sold his house.
Oh,
so I think that was further away.
Oh, maybe.
I don't fucking.
I don't know, dude. I don't know,
because I don't know.
But hey, so back to the snake. What kind of snake was this that he ate? That he cooked and killed, all right?
We didn't even resolve that.
We started snake and got to alcoholic peeing in the fridge.
Dude, I forgot what we were talking about.
You were bummed out. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, he was like one of your good friends, and he fell into alcoholism, and it ruined his life.
It's sad, but like I'm not like bummed out still because it's been
years. It's like a decade.
10 years.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
It's been like probably 12 because like my daughter is 9.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So no.
Yeah.
Anyway,
by the way, we've all known each other for a while. I've known Nick since high school.
Yeah.
And we used to hang out all the time, and it's been a bit since we've hung out.
Like when he was talking about driving to work, dude, RJ used to pick me up for school.
Like every day.
Listen to Dragon Force every day.
It was
Dragon Force every day, or like the thong song by Cisco. Like those were that was the to school freaking soundtrack.
If you were listening to thong song on repeat, dude, that
in 2007, I think it came out 10 years before that. But we were repeating it every morning.
Yeah, dude, the thong song.
Hey, just so you know, this is a story about the thong song, by the way.
Oh, my God.
We were hanging out at Matt's, and when we bring up these people a lot because these are our close friends. And those listening probably know who we're talking about. But
Matt, Paul, Jason.
Matt, Paul, Jason.
Harry.
Me and Jason were hanging out at Matt's house. And Matt had the CD of Cisco's and Unleash the Dragon, right?
Oh.
Which has the thong song on it.
Okay. It's called Unleash the Dragon.
Yeah, it's called Unleash the Dragon.
Holy shit.
It was the tramp stamp right above the thong.
Yeah. Serious?
I don't know.
Holy shit. It probably was.
You got the motivation came from one, sighting, like thong song. Unleash that dragon.
I'm hoping it was like the ass cheeks thong and then like the top of Cisco's fucking like silver head
outside the thong.
Yeah, maybe. But
it's like a sun rising.
Anyways, so I was like, Jason, you got to listen to this song, dude. I was like, you got to listen to this. And he was like, what? For real? And so we go over to Matt's PC. He puts the CD in his CD tray.
Hell yeah.
And we put it in, and right when he puts it in, his PC just dies like instantly, dude.
It couldn't handle it.
He couldn't handle the dragon, dude.
Yeah, dude.
And I was laughing my ass off because Jason put it in there and broke Matt's computer, but I was the one that told him to do it.
I like to think back to those days where we used to hang out with that crew, and like how many times did that situation happen where Jason did something? It's broke. It's broke. And it's never gonna work again,
dude. There's so many. You're right. There's one time we were hanging out at this girl's barn pool. It was like a barn house pool play house. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
did you
dude.
say?
I'm serious. Yeah, and it was some rich
like
farm girl. Anyways,
pool?
No,
next to a barn?
No. It was an actual underground pool in a barn.
In a barn?
In a barn.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
it went from like the lowest class thing I could ever picture to like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
They dug out the barn and filled it up. It was
gangster.
It
was gangster. We used to practice we used to have band practice inside this barn pool house. Yeah, so we would hang out, and anyways, Jason was messing with like the stovetop because they have like a kitchen area.
What?
Something I can like I'm not even surprised that you're like, hey, he was just like messing with the stove, right?
Yeah. And
we're swimming. I'm gonna cook up some ramen.
And it immediately broke. And she was so mad. I remember she was so mad.
What could he have done that he broke it?
Yeah.
It seems more like he has bad luck.
Oh yeah.
Because how was him putting a CD in and it dying his fault? You know what I mean?
I mean, it is. Because he touched it.
He touched it.
Because fuck Jason.
Yeah. Hey, he's like a millionaire now. So
yeah, dude.
Yeah, Jason's rich.
I knew he would be the last time I saw him. Oh my god. The last time I saw him was that night of the crash.
Oh wow.
The night of the crash.
Hey, it's full circle.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, I just talking to him that night, and he's talking about what he was doing, and and I was like, oh, okay. Jason's leaving us.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, for sure.
He was already at the U, but yeah.
Anyways,
that's crazy.
I know that this is an indie podcast. This is an indie podcast, and we haven't yet
break it. One day he'll break his fucking money.
Break it.
And just,
what? How does he break?
He'll go check his account, and everything will be lost.
Jason sponsor the podcast.
Jason's the sponsor.
Yeah, dude. Like, Jason, where are you? We need you, bud.
Actually, he was texting me today. Oh yeah, by the way,
just have him on.
Yeah, this is
about his.
He probably will never
job.
do it.
I know.
Yeah, but this is our birthday weekend. No, this is our birthday weekend, by the way.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that when I was like,
today's my birthday, and yesterday was your birthday.
Was mine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy that we have back-to-back birthdays, and I forgot that we had that. That's how much we never talked,
and we've never like
celebrated it together. Yeah. I mean, we didn't celebrate it together, but. Yeah, we're here.
Dude, I was totally thinking about this morning, and my daughter was like, Dad, it's August, switch the calendar. And I was like, oh yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to RJ. It's like, I'm pretty sure his birthday was like either the 1st or the 2nd of August. And I was going to ask him if it was today. Hey, happy birthday, bro.
Thanks, man. Hey, you're my birthday present.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah, and he's about to take out that whip later. You know what I'm saying?
Oh boy. Happy birthday.
He slaps you across the face with his dick. And you're like, yes. I love you, Indy.
This is all I've ever wanted. Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay. So we have that Star Wars story or the lightsaber story. Do we want to talk about it before we get into Indy?
No
or
shit.
Should we talk about it real quick?
So long. I'm like, should we make Indiana Jones a second podcast? Like the next thing.
Oh.
We're talking about Indy. Actually, next week we're talking about Indy.
Hey,
it's just so crazy. I derailed this thing like I always do. So bad though.
Oh yeah.
I went 18 minutes off.
Yeah, it's 18. We're 19 minutes
on alcoholism.
We got a full AA meeting, on this podcast.
Yeah, don't drink and drive, you idiots. You damn idiots.
For real.
To work.
To work and from work.
And then breathe right in your boss's face.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway.
Let's tell this. Okay, I want to get this off my chest. So, because Nick's here and we have him for today. So let's do it. Let's talk it.
RJ and I were at the gym like 3 days ago. And we're playing basketball to warm up. We're just shooting hoops, and I'm missing shots, and he's making shots. And then, but we start talking, and I don't know why, but it's just probably one of my tangents. And then, like, fucking Star Wars came up, and then he got in his head. He's like, "Oh, I have this Star Wars thing, this thing that's like has to do with Star Wars that I want to talk about." but I'll tell you on the pod. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, anyway, so do you remember when we went? And he's like, holy shit. So,
yeah, it was the same story. It was the same story.
It was the exact
I
same
forgot
story.
that you were there with me. With us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Usually it's just Team Asia.
Yeah.
By the way, that's what we called ourselves.
The dodgeball days.
Yeah, the dodgeball days were called Team
These
Asia.
motherfuckers, okay? I was friends with these guys, and then I graduated high school. And then after that next year, they met RJ. And then they became Team Asia. And then they were always hanging out. And this motherfucker was always with them. Matt's always fucking talking about RJ. And I'm like, before I even met him, I'm like, I fucking hate RJ. And then I meet him, and Matt rolls up, and RJ is sitting in my fucking seat, like where I always sat. And he's just the new me. They just replaced me for like a whole year. I just didn't hang out with it because
you were never around.
School.
Yeah, you were never around.
They liked
I had
you,
a job.
They liked you a lot, but they were looking for another Asian.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know what? You're cool and all, but
The black guy can be here for a little bit to warm up the seat.
yeah.
But I hated RJ for like a year.
No, dude, every time I would hang out with you, you would be like, fuck RJ. And then you would be like, hey, RJ, I made a site. Fuckrj.com.
And it was real.
This is real stuff. Yeah. It was real.
It was like a joke, but it wasn't. And it was probably, and it was like rude. You know what I mean? But
I just figured you never liked me.
Rivalry with him.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of went away.
Yeah.
For no reason. It was just like, oh, okay.
How could you hate this face?
Yeah. And I think I was like, I got replaced. My friends replaced me with this fucking kid. Like a kid, because you're so much young. It just seems like so much younger when you're like 18 and someone else is 15. You know what I mean? It just seems weird, but whatever.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the Star Wars.
So much, dude. Then by this time we had become friends.
Yeah.
And it didn't take long. It just took me to stop being
that was a you problem.
Dude, it just took me to stop being an asshole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
One day you're like, hey, dude, I kind of like you. Like,
I think we
you
just
didn't like me?
Dude, we had that.
I love you, bro.
We had that conversation like a month ago because I told him about this. And he was like, what?
The whole time.
Should I not have told him that?
No. It was definitely a you problem.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
I don't get it.
I was
Even
all right.
looking back, I'm like, what a piece of shit. It's so weird. But anyway.
Yeah, but anyways, back to the Star Wars story.
We're in Clearfield.
Yeah.
And in Matt's car, right?
Yeah. Okay. But before that, the reason why we had the lightsabers.
Why did we get so into
was
Star Wars,
because we used to hang out at Nick's house.
Yeah.
And Nick and everyone we all had lightsabers. We would fight.
I think we had just had a bunch of lightsabers in the basement.
Yeah.
Like, I was a big
And
Star Wars
everyone
nerd.
thought-
And like we just started like fighting one night, and then it became a thing where like everyone like
where it was like, let's get good at it.
it was like we were
We
like
would have
those
some
like
legit
those like
battles, dude.
nerds, you know,
Yeah.
like that like practicing the basement. Except I guess we were kind of cooler than the nerds. I don't know. Maybe we were just
Dude,
We were
hey,
hurting each
maybe
other.
we weren't
we used to
dumb.
carry lightsabers in
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah,
we would
like, it was
carry
like-
it on our hips. Dude.
Yeah, like, it was cool.
You want to go?
Oh, you want to
We
go?
used to- we would carry him out to like when we'd go see movies and shit. People would fucking always double take because
Yeah, they'd
like,
be
is
like,
that a
what?
weapon? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just
a weapon.
nerd.
You want to go? You want to go?
Yeah, like what'd you say?
Yeah.
But it's But I remember wearing them all the fucking time.
Yeah.
We got so fucking into these lightsabers. And it wasn't like we were choreographing things.
No.
base.
It was like
We were
fight to the death.
Dude,
Yeah,
you know how
if you
many
get-
cuts I had on my
If you get
fingers?
hurt, then
It hurt,
you
dude.
lose the limb. And
Yeah, you got to
And
be
you gotta
hopping
keep going.
around.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we were doing.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
wasn't like a choreographed thing to make it look cool. It was like you got to hurt someone. But we were still flipping them around.
There was a lot of
I was
blood.
there.
I got some videos.
Yeah, I
of
was
them.
there.
Do you really?
Yeah, because like that
I
was
was
back in like
there.
the videotape. Like
Yeah.
phones weren't like
And everyone thought it
videotape.
was so funny because in my name it was Darth Niggerous.
Disclaimer.
MySpace days.
I was a little offended, but I did embrace it.
Yeah.
My profile picture on MySpace was me holding a red lightsaber, and like it had the Photoshop over to make it look real,
Yeah.
and it said Darth Niggerous.
Oh my god.
was-
I forgot that we all did that. Like
Yeah.
all of our like photos on MySpace.
I never
were-
did that.
You didn't have a.
I wasn't a nerd
Dude,
like
I
you guys. You
guarantee
guys took it too far.
No, you might not have had your profile picture that, but I guarantee you had a picture of you that had a Photoshop on it.
Come on.
No way.
I think Nick made me one because he's like, dude,
No, it
because
was
he's
Benny.
Benny
my little
made you
brother.
guys?
Benny was
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
Googled,
yeah, yeah.
how to like Photoshop
Yeah.
lightsabers, and he like would have like everybody, dude, I'll take a picture of you with my mom's digital camera.
Hey, shout out to
Yeah.
Benny, dude.
Yeah, so he would like take a picture of everybody, like, I'm gonna get you your Star Wars profile pic. And he go nerd it out.
Oh
and
my
make it.
god,
I had one.
Benny didn't like me then.
That is so
He
funny.
never took a picture
Nobody
of me.
liked RJ, apparently.
Oh my god.
That is so funny when RJ's like, my friend Nick, I don't know if you know him. I don't think you do. It was just my friend from high school. And then I'm like, oh, this is going to be weird to have a stranger. And then when he walked in, I was like, I know this guy. And then now we're talking and I'm like, oh, I've hung out with this guy like a lot.
Yeah. I was in this guy's basement a couple times, you know.
I think we played like, what is it?
I don't know.
It's a video game. The one.
Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom Hearts.
There you go. Yeah. I knew.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
See?
That's when it like came out.
Kingdom Hearts
And it was
2,
like,
you know?
Dude,
the shit.
that was
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, I
That
played
was good
Kingdom
time.
Hearts down there and then lots of Star Wars.
Yeah. I think that we should have Nick on for the Star Wars one.
Yeah,
We should definitely have
I
Nick back
love
for
it.
the
It
Star
can't
Wars,
just
dude.
be you and I, because I will just and then Obi-Wan can you know that when Obi-Wan was a kid, because I know like all this shit that's not in the movie. Like I'll just go to know what I mean. We need
Yeah.
we
We
need, a
need
balanced
two
thing
people.
with
I'm
someone else to help you rein me in.
Yeah.
Especially with Star Wars. I fucking love Star Wars.
Well, actually, in that one novel, you know, start reading the
yeah, dude,
novel.
I'll be like, this one's not canon, but this one is. And then-
yeah.
yeah, I know too much.
We need to talk about this story. Like,
All right, back to the story.
All right, okay. But that's one of the reasons
We're
why we were
26
holding.
minutes in.
Oh yeah. We are. This is gonna be a long one.
Yeah,
this
dude.
is gonna be a long one. Maybe it won't. Maybe it will. I don't know. There's
I was
four
reminiscing
Indiana.
though, because then all of a sudden, 25 minutes in, I found out. Oh, I know Nick.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we are friends. Yeah.
Okay. So okay, we're all in Matt's car and we're going back to Matt's house. By the way,
We were. I thought we were heading away from it.
no.
thought
We were
there.
coming. We're going
Oh.
back. We were headed towards his house.
Oh,
I
I'm
remember.
picturing-
I remember.
I was picturing us like leaving to go eat or something.
No,
and then-
no. I think we're coming back.
because it was like down the corner. So
Yeah.
so this is a group of teenagers,
Not kind
even
of.
like not kid teen, like 18, 19 year olds.
Yeah.
And
with
then-
like a 16, 17.
yeah. And then RJ was a child. He's the only one.
I was the only one that could have
And
a lightsaber
then-
for real.
Yeah.
We so we're driving down the road and
Matt's-
we
back to Matt's
picture tiny children and make a plot.
Okay.
creepy,
All right.
dude.
So Nick has no idea what we're talking about.
No.
Okay. So we're in the car. We
know,
all
I'm trying
have
to lead up to
lightsabers,
it.
by the way. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're driving.
You notice that we're just driving home and we had them on us.
Yeah. So,
You don't leave home without the lightsabers, even if it's just the Burger King. You don't leave home without the lightsaber.
Oh no. So we're driving back to Matt's house, right? And mind you, this is a car full of minorities.
Everyone's brown.
Everyone's brown.
Except like Paul, who's like
Well,
light skinned,
light
but
brown.
does not look white.
Yeah. Anyways, we
He's the
see
only one
two
who can
kids
work with
playing lightsabers in their front yard.
Was
You guys are like, oh shit, we've been
Oh,
training
dude, oh, yeah,
our whole lives.
What's weird is I'm picturing more kids.
No, there's only two.
Weird.
Yeah, there's only two kids, and they're probably okay.
I was
They
picturing
were
like-
probably
Chris has got like an army, like
I just thought it was
it's like scene out of Attack of the Clones, you know?
Dude,
Like,
Chris
I
and
thought it was
Matt.
like 3 or 4 kids.
I think Chris and Matt took it seriously because they straight up attacked me. But anyways,
No, I didn't
hold
hurt
on.
a kid. I realized how funny this situation was and was like, let's get into it. Let's
Anyway,
do
okay,
it.
so we see these kids, and they're probably around like 5 to 8 years old. They're just little kids.
They're little kids.
They're just
yeah.
fighting with their lightsabers in front of the
Yeah.
house, and we are packing. All right, so we're driving
And
up.
they happened to
and-
be playing with
yeah,
lightsabers.
and I don't know whose idea it was, but we're like, we got to pull over and attack
Yeah.
them, right? And
I like to imagine like you guys didn't even say nothing. Like the car just pulled over, and like you guys just like it was instinct. Like just get out and like
so
it's on.
so Matt immediately
Right,
parks,
we're
right?
just rolling.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
Matt
dun.
parks the car, and immediately we all jump out, pull out our lightsabers, and I'm on the ground crying and laughing because I couldn't even make it to them because it was
just
such a it
rolled
was
up
so
on these
stupid.
little
Chris just kicked a kid in the chest, you know, and knocked him
These
down.
little kids are playing lightsabers, and this fucking car full of adult minorities explodes all these minorities explode out with lightsabers.
This kid just got done with gang talk at, elementary school.
We run up and like Matt and I are like at the kids
actually fighting
the kids with them, and we're just poking, but like we're fighting them, and the kids are fighting us, dude. And the kids, they loved it, dude. But did they
like it?
Dude,
or
I think it was both.
I remember their faces going like they were like, oh my God, they're going to kidnap us or they're going to kill us.
Maybe, but then the kids were fighting back though.
Were they?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, my kid was doing, he wasn't
my mom said they'd pop out with candy. These guys popped out lightsabers. The game has changed.
He was doing this, so I pictured it as he knew we were playing around, but he was still fucking scared.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He's fearing for his life. He's like, this is the most fun I've ever had, but I might die.
Dude, the funniest and the scariest moment.
The funniest thing about this story is that thinking back in hindsight now, they're telling people when I was a kid, I was playing lightsabers. They're adults. Yeah. So they're like, when I was a kid, I was playing with my brother outside of our house. And this car full of minorities these brown guys with lightsabers came out, and we defeated them. Of course, in
their heads, it's like, and we kicked the shit out of them.
He's like showing his 5-year-old kid for Star Wars for the first time. He's like, watch this closely. You may one day.
He's
you might save your life one day.
I must teach you the ways of the Jedi.
Kid walks in his room. It's like pitch dark, and his lightsaber is just like, welcome to your first day of training.
Yeah, right? He's just telling his kid, oh my God. Yeah. They're picturing Matt and I just attacking. Like, always two there are. Brown people.
A gang of lightsabers wielding Siths. Popped out.
You were definitely
Sith. Like evil as fuck, and like we're attacking them. You're in the back cackling like. That's
he was like the emperor, just like he throws up his hood. Yeah. Like good. Write them down.
Do it.
All right. Well, I just want to tell that story, dude.
We attacked fucking two little kids.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude,
I would do it again. I would do it again.
We could have been shot.
We should get in the car with lightsabers and just drive around till we find them. We find them.
Relive it.
Yeah. Every time the Star Wars movie comes out, I guarantee we could find kids playing lightsabers outside.
We should. I'd be down.
I mean, you could pack some Nerf guns too, and just that might be a little bit easier, or squirt guns, you're just ready for anything.
Especially if
drive around town.
If they sell one that looks like a blaster,
Well, we definitely get shot.
Blasters look a little.
Nick might be okay, but we would definitely get shot. They would squirt him with water and then pull out a real gun and shoot us.
I'm not with them. They had me a gun. Like, get off!
Are you okay? Did they hurt you? Did these minorities kidnap you and make you attack these children?
Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it.
We're gonna die.
Yeah. Hey,
for a joke?
For Natalie. What? For Naomi.
For Naomi. Dude, I fought her with a lightsaber straight up.
Oh my God.
Not kidding.
Did you whip her ass?
I have. Oh yeah. No, but I mean, and I've let her win too. Like I've lost limbs, obviously.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, dude, I have a lightsaber and she has a lightsaber. She's the one with the red one.
Of course. Yeah.
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, you're always the good guy in your head.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm just trying to save the galaxy.
Okay, all right, let's jump into Indy, dude, because we're here for Indy.
All right,
I know this should have been the story for the Star Wars episode.
I can't hold that. I can't hold that in long enough, dude.
He's holding a pee,
I can't.
He's been doing the pee day for 3 days.
How about this? We'll just retell the story.
Okay.
You can just edit this part into the next
we're
podcast.
the little kids this time.
Oh yeah, we're like this one time.
These motherfuckers told the story last week.
He said he was Darth Niggers. Precious little white kids. These precious little gizzards.
Disclaimer, Chris is black, guys.
He says it every time that I say something N-word related.
Yeah.
He likes to remind people that
it's because, like me, I'm like, hey, am I okay to say that? And like you're like, I just say it whenever I want. I say whatever I want, man. I don't gotta disclaim nothing. And me, I'm like,
because Chris is always like, this Negro. And I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
like
man.
you were looking up black actors, and I was like, he has this list of all his Negroes. Negroes, so it's a little bit more offensive than Negro.
Yeah. Anyways, okay. We're back. Indiana Jones.
Okay. Now, we're doing all four, right? Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah, I think it's just like a discussion. I think we
About
just-
Indiana Jones in general?
Yeah.
Well, okay.
Let's start with one, though. The first
Nick
one.
did notes.
Yeah,
So
Nick did
we should
notes.
go in the order of the notes, because if you have notes...
Oh, yeah.
Well, so
Let's do that, dude.
like when RJ told me about this, like I was going camping and I was like, I gotta watch Indiana Jones. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, you know. And we ended up pushing this out a week, and like I've watched 4 of the, or 3 of the 4 films.
Okay,
Oh.
so the
Last
good
week.
ones.
So, but actually that night we stayed
I'm gonna
at
fight you guys.
We
I'm
went.
gonna, all right, never mind.
We went camping, but we stayed in these like cabins. And dude,
Oh, nice.
Indy was on Showtime. They had
Oh,
wow.
And so I watched the end of like
glamping.
yeah. So I watched a little bit there, and
Hell
then
yeah.
I busted him out this last week. And like the other day, my wife was like, "You want to rub my back?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll rub your back." She turned on The Bachelor. And I'm like, "If you want your back rubbed, we're watching Indy. We're watching Indy." You know.
Yeah.
So I watched most of them. I didn't watch the Temple of Doom. It's
Yeah.
like.
Oh, so
we're
you
not gonna
watched.
fight.
So you watched
We're
1,
not
3,
gonna
and 4.
fight.
I watched 1, 3, and 4.
You know what's
yeah.
funny?
okay.
1, 3, and 4. So now I say, oh yeah, so you watched the good ones.
Oh,
See, and that's how I
Temple of Doom is
Temple
the
of-
worst one.
Well, like, Temple
but
of Doom-
I don't hate it.
See,
As,
when-
it's part of my life, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
the worst one. It's,
when you're a
it's
kid,
Attack of the Clones.
when you're a kid though, Temple
Yeah.
of Doom is the coolest one. Like
'Cause there's
coolest
a kid in it
because you're
and
like
stuff?
because you're
It's
like
got short
a
round.
guy rips out a guy's heart. Like,
yeah.
there's no
Through his rib cage.
Like, dude, you guys seen the heart ripping out?
Yeah,
Kalima.
yeah. Why didn't I put that on the soundboard? I didn't.
Kalima?
It's all right.
Yeah,
because
that's
we'd only use it right here in the.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
And I feel like not watching Temple of Doom like really brought me back because like we had a box set with 1, 2, and 3,
Mm-hmm.
and my brother Mark, like Temple of Doom is like what he watched. Like the other day,
That's his
he called
favorite.
me and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm watching Indiana Jones." He's like, "You watching Temple of the Doom?" And I was like, "Temple of Doom," and I was like, "No," like, but back in the day, we had this box set, and he stole Temple of Doom.
What?
Yeah, so like I never like. I'd always watch Raiders of the Lost Ark,
Yeah.
I watched Last Crusade, and I was like, oh. But every time I go over to his house, like, if we're not watching sports on one of his 3 TVs, we're watching Back to the Future or Temple of Doom. No other one. He doesn't watch another indie film. He
Wow.
only watches Temple
Hey,
of Doom.
That's so
Hey.
weird that like not just his favorite, but constant rewatch.
Yeah,
You
like
know?
all the time.
There's no Jurassic Park in there.
No.
What?
He never watches Jurassic Park.
Do you watch Jurassic Park all the time?
No. Well, I don't watch movies. I'm just saying. Well, because if you're gonna have Indiana Jones and I don't know, Back to the Future, you might as well have something as a classic like Jurassic
What?
Park. Why
Jurassic
not?
Park was in 90s.
The
Wasn't
only thing-
Indiana Jones like 80s?
They were all 3 were 80s of the old
Yeah.
ones. Yeah.
All right, I'll see myself out.
And
I'm just-
because like
Park
just
was
leave.
93.
because back when they were on VHS, my dad in his drawer had this the VHS of Star Wars and the VHS of like the Indiana Jones box set.
Nice.
In his drawer. Like I don't know why they're in his drawer.
Because it's precious.
Like it was, but so I
know
I
what?
watched the last those 3, but yeah.
Wow. RJ, I think Steven Spielberg produced all those, so there you go.
yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah,
I mean that was
well,
mainly why
he
I
directed
said
Indiana
that.
Jones and Jurassic Park,
But-
and then produced Back to the
Yeah,
Future.
'cause
So
Zemeckis-
there is a connection there.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
go.
yeah. Well, that's what I was going for. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, Zemeckis did the Back to the Future.
Which is
Okay.
kind of weird to think back in the day. You see what he does now, and you're like, "You did Back to the Future?" That's
like,
Yeah.
Zemeckis is a weird dude, man. He's like obsessed with making those creepy, like realistic animated movies.
dude. He
like
did Polar Express, bro.
Polar Express, where everyone's
Oh,
creepy
yeah.
as shit.
Well, he also did like
then-
every Tom Hanks movie. Like, why was Tom Hanks not in Back to the Future?
I know.
Oh,
it's
that
so
would've been
weird. Like,
crazy.
Zemeckis did like Forrest
He
Gump
was Biff?
and what?
He would be Biff.
He would be Biff.
Zemeckis?
No, Tom.
Oh,
what?
dude, I was
No,
like,
Tom
what?
Hanks, dude.
You know what would have been better?
Tom
if
Hanks's Biff would be so unrealistic. Dude, he's so likable. He's
Yeah,
Zemeckis,
you're right.
if Zemeckis could go back in time and make Back to the Future, what if he did like Young Big? Like, in like the 50s, and then when he goes to the back to
Oh my
85,
God.
like he's Tom Hanks,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Throwing a little Easter egg.
Damn.
That'd be cool.
You know, a
Dude,
little
Tom Hanks
crossover.
could have been a good George McFly.
He could have,
Yep.
He would have been a better George McFly.
I like Crispin Glover
I mean, he was
because
in
he's
Hot
such
Tub
a
Time
good, like,
Machine.
weird nerd.
I mean,
Yeah.
But it's kind of like he wasn't acting. He's like a weird fucking guy, dude. He's
Yeah.
just, like, that's him.
Yeah.
And what a weird choice in that movie, not just to have him be so fucking weird, but like your introduction to young George is him fucking looking at girls through windows.
yeah, he's a
fucking pervert.
He's a peeper.
He's a sexual predator.
Yeah.
That's his first image of like his dad. Like, how many of our dads, if we went back in time, would we find
it's
like?
so-
Oh yeah. No,
I love
it would be terrible.
I love it because the 80s, they're like, who cares? You know? They're like, that's funny.
Yeah.
that was a thing.
'Cause
Like,
it wasn't like they're saying that's cool because even Marty's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like, my dad's a peeping Tom. Like, he's all upset. So it was the joke, but it's like they would never fucking do that now.
Yeah,
because
no.
because George has to come out as a hero at the end, right?
Yeah.
So they would never do it.
This
Like,
is-
they never fucking do it. The 80s though, whatever, bro. Dude, like Revenge of the Nerds has a rape in it.
Oh yeah.
One of the main guys, and
It was
it's
like-
like a success for him that he like sexually assaulted
it was
somebody.
the original like Girl with the Dragon Tattoo movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But
Yeah.
it was like played for laughs.
Yeah.
The 80s were nuts.
Yeah. Anything went.
Anything goes.
Yeah.
And that's why
Anyways.
there's so many different fucking things, but that's also why we get like Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
Because they were just like, whatever goes. And then Steven Spielberg and George Lucas can,
Yeah, like-
back then, dude, they can make whatever the fuck they wanted and anyone would back them.
And they
did.
team up and like, dude, we're gonna do this story about an archaeologist.
Yeah.
I can't speak, dude. But like, how lame does that sound? Like a studio, like
Yeah.
a guy that digs up bones.
But then you go, nope, it's the Star Wars guy and the Jaws guy, you know? And so,
oh
that's it.
shit!
Yeah.
That's it. That's all that fucking matters. Back then, especially with George Lucas.
Yeah.
Because
Did
Star
you
Wars was
know-
the biggest thing that ever had happened to movies back then.
Did you know that Spielberg wanted Tom Selleck to be Indiana Jones?
Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
I've seen the test footage
Yeah.
of him in the costume, dude. It's weird.
Yeah.
With the mustache.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
Magnum
yeah, he
PI
had the
dude
fucking
as an
mustache.
archaeologist.
He has the mustache, right?
I think so.
I'm picturing it that way.
I'm pretty sure he
I've
does.
seen Tom Selleck without it. He was in Friends, that TV show. He was in like several seasons of it,
Wow.
and he didn't have a mustache for a lot of it.
He was dating what's her face, right? Yeah,
Monica.
Yeah. Anyways,
I love
but why
Friends.
are we doing? We keep
Because
we keep hopping
Tom
everywhere.
Tom Selleck. We're talking about him as Indy, and the mustache came up.
Well, so
But who else was? There was a lot of different people,
Yeah.
like,
Well-
and they did like screen tests.
Yeah.
Though, like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why did? It's so weird that because like Robert Redford, you know, and then but I just can't imagine how they landed on Harrison Ford when it's like, well, wasn't he just your choice?
yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Like we just had to go through the
Or they-
motions.
Yeah.
But then were they too afraid that is because him and like Indy and Han Solo are the same character?
Yeah.
But one's in space.
Well, who's better? Well, if they're fighting to the death, Han Solo, Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
I think so
I
too.
think- I
Because
don't
he's got like now he's got like plot armor. Like he can't die. Like Indiana Jones
Yeah.
can't die.
But if you don't count any of that, like just plot armor, I don't know, dude.
Dude, so get
Like,
this.
because Han Solo's fought 2 wars.
Yeah. He did the Kessel Run.
He's a better shot.
Hey,
12
He's
parsecs.
a better shot than Indy because Indy's a little more realistic. He'll miss shots.
He
Han
shot
doesn't.
8 guys with 1 bullet.
Yeah.
Remember that. And he got a whip.
I think that's the surprise.
Dude,
I think
I'm just the outlier. I think Han Solo wins that fight.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
And I'm not saying I like Han more. I'm just saying I think I like Indiana Jones more.
Indiana
a
Jones fought in the
character.
war too, because in episode
he
episode
fought, like-
4, but they say this guy did more in the war and won more medals.
Yeah.
Well, it's because he fought. Well, did he fight in the war? Or are they just talking about what
Well,
he did?
no, 'cause
in
he
the-
was-
in the
'cause-
first movies because it was during World War II.
And he must have
'Cause-
fought in another war
'cause he-
because they talk about spying on the Reds. Like he has that. there's a
Oh,
character.
but
Say
that's
Mac
like
or
for the
something.
Cold War and stuff. The
Yeah,
Korean
yeah.
War, it'd be Korea. Yeah,
Yeah.
he must have fought in Korea
Yeah,
because
so-
that's what we meant. Well,
Sure.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he, I mean,
In the
he,
It was
timeline-
some more.
he
In
fought
the
the
time-
Nazis on a whole nother
Yeah.
level,
Yeah,
right?
hey.
But we saw him
He saved the
fighting-
world multiple times.
They tried to
We
get
saw
the
him-
Ark. They tried to get the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
He stopped them from
we saw him
that.
fight the Nazis,
And
then when we see
the
him,
Crystal
he's much-
Skulls, dude.
He's like,
Yeah.
he's 30 years older, and so Korea would have had to have happened because I was in the 50s. So that's what they're talking. It has to
Is
be.
that where
And
Temple
was-
of Doom takes place?
No, Temple
In
of
Korea?
Doom. Temple of Doom is the prequel to all of them. It's before Raiders.
Oh,
Temple of Doom
what?
takes place before Raiders.
So where's okay? That's
So
why
those-
that's why Short Round's not part of his crew.
It's Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I mean, I know that Temple of Doom is the second movie. I'm saying it's a prequel for some reason.
Yeah.
It doesn't even need to be. The only thing that tells you it's a prequel is some stuff in the beginning. That's it. You know, it's so
Yeah.
stupid. Like, why don't you just make a fucking sequel? What are you doing?
Yeah.
That was a little sign
Okay,
for
so
later. where he's
so
gonna do
the
fucking
reason
Star Wars
why
prequels.
the
But
second movie was Temple of Doom and why it was such a gritty, like kind of more serious film is because George
What?
Lucas felt like it should be darker.
I'll tell you what, it's darker because of the heart pullings and stuff. But like, dude, Raiders of the Lost
Not
Ark
the kid slavery?
Raiders of the Lost Ark is a grittier movie than Temple of Doom. Like,
There's
it has
space
better,
melting.
It has better
Okay.
action. It's
Yeah,
like,
but I mean that was
That's
George Lucas.
crazy
George
that
Lucas
was their
told
thought.
Spielberg, he's like the second one, the middle one has to be
has
a
to be
darker, version. Yeah,
because that's what
because
I
that's
did.
what he
That's
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but
And it was the worst one.
and then they made it goofy. Yeah, like
Yeah.
they fucked that up. But but
Great job, George Lucas. Jeez. Hey, hire us. We'll write it for you.
God damn it. But I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah.
But Raiders of the Lost Ark, I'm surprised at how many scenes in that movie is literally him just running from somebody trying to kill him with like
Yeah.
no explanation of who hired him
Yeah.
or nothing.
Uh-huh.
Just like he like looks over his shoulder, he's like, oh shit, gotta start running. Gotta start running.
Yeah, dude. Fight or flight.
Yeah. I love it. Have you seen that the old serial? I wish I would have fucking looked it up.
Are you just talking about why he made the Indy films? Because it was based off the 1950s
there's
serials.
this serial, the specific one though.
Okay.
And the opening of Raiders of the Lost Ark, where Indy comes out of the shadows and like whips the gun out of the guy. Dude, that is shot for shot the exact same scene.
Oh my! He just
So I
stole
think
it.
it's kind of like they wanted to recreate that character, but they wanted to do anything they wanted.
Yeah.
And make it crazy, you know? And so they didn't call him that, but then they called it Indiana Jones instead. But it's that they were just
It's
like,
that,
we
yeah.
want to do that.
Yeah.
But we want it to be ours.
Yeah. Well.
And that's what he did with Star Wars too. It was,
Yeah.
I want to do Buck Rogers. No, we're not giving it to you. Okay, I'll make up stuff that's like Buck Rogers. So that's what he did.
Yeah.
Thank God they didn't give it to him, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that'd be weird.
Both times, you know. Thank God they didn't give him Buck Rogers, because then we wouldn't have Star Wars. And
Yeah.
thank God he couldn't get the rights to that old ass serial,
Yeah.
because then we wouldn't have Indiana Jones exactly the same way that we do.
Yeah.
You know?
The thing is about the Indiana Jones series is that Spielberg didn't want this to be as big as it became. Like the whole way that
supposed to be
he
a small thing.
directed the first film, The Lost Ark, was like he wanted to be efficient in the way that he filmed, so he would only take so many shots, and he wanted to do it under budget. So
Right.
because of his
you can
issues
tell
with Jaws,
it looks a little cheap.
yeah. So, but the thing is it's the best one. The Lost Ark is the best one.
I love Crusade.
Last Crusade by far is the masterpiece.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
Crusade's the best movie, I think.
Okay,
Dude, I can
don't know.
watch,
I like Lost Ark.
Like my brother's got his Temple of Doom, dude. I got my Crusade.
Yeah.
I can watch that one over.
I think the Lost Ark is a cooler artifact than the fucking
Holy Grail?
Holy Grail, because
What?
the Holy Grail's been just because it's used too much, and the Ark of the Covenant is so interesting.
You know what it is?
Because most people that are not Jewish don't even know what the fuck that is until that movie.
Are
came
you
out.
Jewish?
You know, but I know what the Ark of the Covenant is. Where
You know,
the
you know what it
commandments
is?
went. But
You,
like,
you guys just like Sean Connery and 007.
I
That's the
do-
only
dude,
reason
I
why.
never even. I like
I
that wasn't
love-
after. Like I never. Indiana. Like Sean Connery to me is like, dude. He's
Henry Jones
Yeah.
Senior.
yeah. Like that's who he is. Like you'd be
Okay.
like, you know, he was 007. Like he did. That's him.
When I was growing up, I knew him from Indiana Jones and The Rock.
The Rock. Dude, that's all I was gonna say. That's it, dude.
Not
Welcome
Dwayne
to
Johnson
the
for
Rock.
those that are wondering. All right, it's not Dwayne Johnson.
No, it's the
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage's best movie.
That's the only reason why I know what Alcatraz was before like X-Men 3. But like really,
Oh yeah,
Right,
yeah.
probably me too, honestly.
Wow.
Well, because
Well, I was born in. I grew up in the Bay, so I knew Alcatraz.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't grow up in hillbilly Utah.
For you, the people.
For you, I've come with information for you, the people. Anyway, we got to go off these fucking notes because we're going off the rails.
Yeah.
But look at that. I feel like we haven't talked about Indy. This is gonna be like 2 hours long.
It might be.
That's okay.
It's okay. This is a special episode.
It's Indiana Jones, all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm back in.
I will say though, like bringing up the music there, like I mean, I love Star Wars music, and like it definitely pulls you in, but like. Dude, indie music, like
it's better.
Like, dude, it gets.
I think Star Wars is better, but
dude, like, okay, Star Wars is more recognizable.
Composed.
But dude,
no,
Indy,
I think
like,
they're both pretty recognizable.
Like Indy, like gets me a little like.
I don't think it's the best John Williams theme. Star Wars, and Indy are not my favorite.
You gonna say Jaws? You gonna say Jaws?
Nope.
What is your best theme?
Superman.
Oh, he does do the Superman.
I love that theme.
That one's pretty good.
I love the whole movie. I love every theme in that movie. I love the Krypton theme. That's not even the recognizable one. I love the Superman theme, obviously. I love it.
I feel like I don't know.
John Williams is
He's the best.
He might be the greatest composer. I've thought of it like he might be the greatest composer of all time.
He's one of the best. It depends on what you're looking at.
Think about how much John Williams stuff we know and how recognizable it is.
Yeah.
Compared to like classical musicians. He's really great.
Better than Beethoven.
I think he's more famous. I can recognize more more John Williams than Beethoven.
Well, yeah.
We got the fifth. We got the fifth. I don't know anything else.
I bet you we know like 3 Beethoven songs, and we'd have to listen and be like, "Oh yeah, that one."
It's just like that one. It's just like 1 through 5, and then that's it.
Like that. Like those are the elevator songs.
But then if someone goes, "What's this?" Dun 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 dun. You're like Jaws, and then Superman. Indiana Jones, Star Wars, like
E.T.
I think he might, E.T.
Jurassic Park.
Yep, that's it.
Yep.
For RJ, he's a big Jurassic Park.
But I think John Williams is the greatest composer.
Yeah, well, I think in our generation,
I think he's better than the classical.
He is
ones,
returning for the 5th film. That was one of the big things they said.
He really is.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
So like he stopped doing the Star Wars. Like they've kind of like.
Well,
he did the last one, but like he didn't do like the Rogue.
No, he just did the
and he's done basically, right?
Chapters.
Isn't he done? I mean, who knows? I mean,
he's never done.
I don't think they're gonna make chapters for a long time.
But I don't think he's gonna return.
Or chapter episodes.
You know, I guess that I can think they got the Disney Plus.
I think they're done with the episodes for a long, long time. They're just gonna do their side movies.
Yeah,
you know, you can make a Jedi movie without being episode 10.
Yeah, but it's not gonna have John Williams.
No, I don't think they'll ever have him again. He'll have his themes, but it won't be him.
It's going to be like the new blood, like Ludwig.
He's like in his 90s.
He's like Harrison Ford.
He's been around a long fucking time.
Is he 90?
John Williams is 90-something.
Does he? He can't even lift his arms at that point.
He still composes, but...
He composes with his eyes.
Like Darth Vader.
I heard that when he composes, because he does live things too, and he'll compose like the big things, and then he has someone else do it.
Oh, okay.
Do most of the concert. He's fucking 90.
Or there's somebody like holding his hand.
I mean, really, like how hard?
John Williams has been dead for 5 years.
He's a marionette now. He's just a marionette.
Poor John.
I'm a real boy. But yeah, so
I say we go off of this fucking of these notes.
Well, I mean, I was
because you have all these notes. Let's talk about all these points because these are fun.
Dude, you got ink on paper,
and it's going to be fun to talk about anything that's on it because it's from Indiana Jones.
Well, I mean. So Raiders of the Lost Ark opens up, and who's the first guy you see is Doc Ock.
Doc Ock, Alfred Molina.
Like, what other movie is he in besides that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chocolat.
Chocolat.
Like you watch, like I would go back and watch like Indiana Jones, and you're like, dude, that's Doc Ock.
Yeah,
you know,
so weird.
And he's, I mean, he is reprising his role, right? For the new Spider-Man.
He's going to be Doc Ock again.
So we'll see.
Perfect.
We'll see how good it is. I'm excited.
I hope he's just Doc Ock, by the way, and not Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2 who's died. I hope he's just this universe is Doc Ock looks like that.
We've seen weirder things.
Yeah,
I know. I just would rather it be he's just Doc Ock looks the same, just like J. Jonah Jameson looks the same.
I want the Spider-Verse. I want all the old Spider-Mans.
No, I'm fine with having the Spider-Verse. I'm just why not just make him the new Dr. Octopus?
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Unless he's like a corpse. I've seen that's happened in the comic where he dies and the arms are still alive.
Oh,
I think that's happened in every comic.
His rotting, they just carry around his rotting corpse. It's fucked up.
Spider-Man finally died, and Spider-Man's back.
But Anyway.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Nick.
So Doc Ock
Take over.
But then it's funny how like we jump in and like he's like teaching his like classroom and it's like full of girls and
Hell
like,
yeah.
you get the one girl like blinks
With
and
the
like, I
eyelashes,
love you, and you're like,
She has
what is going
she uses
on?
the mascara to like flirt with him as she closes her eyes
And he,
because
like,
Harrison
is like-
Ford is so fucking sexy. He is so goddamn handsome.
The best part of this whole scene,
it pisses me off. Young Harrison Ford, he's such a handsome man. It's like, god damn it.
the best part of it
Especially
though,
as Indy.
is like you get the side, he's a womanizer and stuff, and then all the girls are filing out, and then the last guy to walk out is a guy slaps his apple on his like desk. You're like, what?
Everyone loves Indy, man. Everyone
All
loves
these
Dr.
girls just
Jones,
walk
bro.
out, they're all flirting, and then a guy like slaps an apple.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
hey, what's up?
Still
Yeah,
the
yeah,
favorite
dude.
teacher.
He wants that whip.
Yeah.
You know?
So
It's great.
We all want that whip.
that's right.
So, yeah. Is it in Raiders that he sneaks out of the classroom? Or is that
No, that's
three?
in three.
Yeah.
Three.
in
I mean, that one
Crusade.
he walks out. Just. But,
Oh, just normal.
Well, because
then he talks to
he talks to Marcus
Yep.
and they get going. 3, like everybody's like, I'll meet you in the hall for questions, and it's like a riot going on. But then he sneaks out the back window. But yeah, I mean, I think what's your favorite line from the movie? Do you have a favorite line? I mean, everyone is like, it's not the years, it's the mileage, baby. But I think I love the bad dates. Bad dates.
It's so good.
The monkey that's with him for like a good portion of this movie.
Yeah.
He's like carrying this monkey. I think we gotta forget. Like,
That was short round before short round.
well, after.
Oh, I guess after. Yeah. If we're following
After,
the, yeah.
technically.
He's like, I lost my
odd.
little buddy. I guess this monkey will do it.
Same thing.
Short round died. Her like a Nazi shot him. This monkey's the new short round.
I mean, his older brother in Temple of Doom that gets shot in the very beginning, and then like,
Oh shit! Yeah.
What's his name?
Dude,
know.
there's no way.
I forget what
Yeah,
his
I have
name
no
is.
idea.
I didn't watch that one, so I don't know. But yeah, and then it's just like, all right, no more adventures, Indy, and then he's just, all right, later,
He's like, I got a lot of fuel in my
never
tank.
hear about it. Like, why is there not like, man, I really miss that guy. It's apparently he's part of the crew. But,
Nope. Indy solo, dude. Unless it's a little boy, a monkey, or a screaming lady.
Yeah, like Indy goes through his sidekicks like you do his women. Like,
Oh yeah, dude. Lives fast, dies never.
Dies never. But his women.
Yeah.
What's up with the age of Marion, man?
yeah,
He banged her when she was.
I was a child then.
She was 15.
Yeah,
Whoa.
The math works out. She was
Yeah.
15 years old and he was 30.
That is-
I mean, jumping ahead, is Shia LaBeouf 30 in the next film? Is that like?
Is
she
he gonna be
pregnant?
in?
Is she pregnant during this film?
I would think she probably got pregnant around this film.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, he bounces out. You never hear from her really ever again.
Nope.
Yeah, not until 4. Oh yeah,
You hear 4. I mean,
Well, I hate that you told me that because
Why?
now it's gross.
ruins Indy.
It's gross.
Indy was.
it was the 80s, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well,
yeah.
I know, but it was the 30s
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
for them.
30s.
So
Still gross.
And the dad seemed like he was into it too. It was weird.
Yeah, he's like,
He's like, whatever.
no.
Yeah,
He's like, I did it too.
it's the 30s.
Hey,
It's the
if
30s
you live in
and
the 30s, hey,
Yeah.
why not?
I bet
Is it an Asian
Gross.
country where that bar is? Because
it's on
everybody,
top. Yeah,
in there is it seems like a bunch of
seemed like more like kind of maybe like a Himalaya situation.
Himalayan guys because they're all
Yeah.
wearing those like
Oh, yeah.
Himalayan suits.
and they're like in a mountain.
I mean, the drinking
Yeah.
guy, he's not Himalayan though. He's just the drunk.
he's just
fat
some guy. Yeah,
He like takes the shot. He just
like the
smiles.
only
And he just like, oh,
that's so funny.
that part's classic.
What a weird thing in a movie to be like, this is how cool she is. Like, she's not drunk. Like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
They used to
Yeah.
do that so much in movies to show a character like
How strong
they're
they are.
tough or whatever.
Yeah.
They can drink a lot.
more.
They're
Yeah.
alcoholics. Cool.
Yeah, they did that in The Mummy.
Like, she had 10, 15 shots. She's dead.
Yeah, you're dead.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
That's alcohol poisoning.
And
for
then she
sure.
cleans up the bar and just
Yeah.
like, it's another Thursday night.
Is drunk, and is just mad at Indy
Yep.
for statutory raping her.
Oh my god.
No, I forgive Indy. Do you know why?
Why?
He's so goddamn handsome.
Dude, yeah, the
It's
little
just
girls
Indiana
want him
Jones,
too,
dude.
I guess.
Yeah, whatever.
It's the 50s.
Yeah, it was the
But yeah,
30s.
I mean,
Or
basically,
was it the 30s?
it's the 30s. It is, that one is in the 30s.
Oh, yeah,
because this
World War
movie's
II.
in the 40s.
Yeah.
During World War II, right? It's in the 40s, so if
So is
it
Temple
was
of Doom,
and
like,
it was when she was
20?
15, so maybe it was the late 20s even. Because how old is Marion?
I don't know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway,
But hey,
Yeah, I hate it.
I mean,
I hate this.
literally, he gets the medallion there, and then like literally for the next like hour and a half, it's literally those like running away from everybody scene, you know, and, like just over and over and over.
what do you think your favorite part of the movie is? Like set piece moment. I think
It's okay. It's got to be the beginning scene.
Yeah, it has
it's got
to
to be
be.
the
The ball?
sand.
Yeah,
the
it
sand.
has to be.
And
No,
the
not the ball.
switching.
The sand.
The sand
just
and
all.
yeah.
Well, think how iconic all of it is.
Like,
Yeah,
that's
that
the
whole
same-
scene,
that
yeah,
is
that whole
Indy.
beginning
Like
is-
that is Indy. Like,
Switching the bag and it being wrong and
Yeah.
that slow turnaround when it goes down
Yeah.
and he just turns back. Oh man,
And the
it's
thing
so
is-
good. When I was a kid, I knew it would happen. I've seen it. And I was like, every time I was get scared.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!"
well, I mean,
it's gonna change, but
No,
I don't know.
no, no,
I always
no.
got. I did get like it just was so intense to me.
well, I mean, go back to the ride in Disneyland. What's the best part of the ride?
Yeah.
The ball.
Oh, yeah.
The ball.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ride's fucking awesome, dude.
So
Dude, it's the
amazing.
best
It's so
ride.
good. It's
I
so
went
good.
back on it so many times. There was this time during the day, for some reason, there was not much of a line. We just kept going 5 times.
Yeah, dude.
Like, we were
Yeah.
just like, let's go.
We used to go
So
to
good.
Disneyland like in January and like November before like Thanksgiving. So like it was
hell
like
yeah.
dead back in the day. I mean, it's busy now all the time.
Yeah.
But like we used to go then like, and dude, Indy was the ride.
That's so
that was the
good.
ride. You
Yeah.
know? And now it's like it's literally broken every like 15 minutes. Like, like
yeah.
you're like the task at hand, like the Indiana Jones task is to get on the ride before it breaks down. Like you're looking at like dun 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 dun.
You got your hat, your satchel,
You're
and your
getting
whip, dude.
close. Dude, this satchel is from Disneyland,
Dude.
Oh, that's
It's
a legit.
legit.
One.
Yeah.
I thought it was just looked great, and I was like, oh, how perfect.
No, that
it
one's from
says
Disney.
Indiana Jones.
That
Wow.
one's from Disneyland.
Wow.
You know? So I've had
What?
that since I was like
That's badass.
I was like probably 5th grade.
and it
6th
probably
grade.
looks better now.
yeah,
Because it's
like,
not new and like
Yeah,
shiny. It's
yeah.
weathered like his, you know? So,
when I was young, I threw my scriptures in here. You know, I thought that was the most like Indiana Jones thing. You know, I had.
uh-huh.
But
yeah.
now you know I keep whatever in it, but you know. We don't need to go into my satchel here, you know. Get back to the movies.
You just
But
keep that
What a
transfer
perfect thing
paper
to
with the
keep in it,
chalk.
though.
What?
What a perfect thing to keep in it, though.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
you- to keep
Well,
your scripts
okay,
in
I'll
there.
bust it out,
Because Indiana Jones,
In the- yeah,
put-
in the-
it's always like a
a
religious
notebook
artifact
or-
or
yeah.
something,
Dude,
right?
this is a notebook my wife gave me for like our anniversary.
She made that?
No, she bought it.
okay. I was about to say.
She knows how much I love Indy.
Yeah.
There's some. She added some pictures, and I won't open
Oh.
them.
He's pulling out the coolest looking notebook.
Dude, and the
Yeah.
coolest
Leather-
satchel.
It's leather
Yeah.
bound. With, yeah, it's
It's got
beautiful.
the little like. I don't know, here's the whip, you know.
yeah,
Dude, Nick's gonna come back and we're both gonna be wearing satchels. In our notes.
You can,
like, we wear these
All
every
right,
day
that was pretty cool. you know.
Yeah.
Actually, Nick, I carry a satchel too. You know.
I did it before you did, I promise.
I've in fact, I've
Yeah.
always done it.
yeah. Yeah, that's why I love the Indiana Jones films. I've always loved them since I was little. Like here, I brought my hat. You talked about when I brought in.
Yeah.
like that's my hat. Like when I was playing as a kid, like dude, I always had my Indiana Jones hat on.
That's awesome.
Like I could be wearing anything, and like, I mean, I don't know. I made a book a couple years ago, and in the book, the front picture like is me as like I think it might be 4 or 5, but I got this hat on,
Yeah.
you know. I got,
That's
like,
so
I got like a
long. That's
Mickey
so
Mouse like
cool.
sweater on, and I got like we used to do these chin puppet things where like you put a puppet and you draw a face, like you hang upside down, and I have that drawn on my chin too, like. But like, dude, I always had my
If you had
Indy
the
hat.
hat, yeah, you felt like
Like I was going to grandma's.
You
It doesn't
were- yeah,
matter.
dude.
I had the hat on.
that's
Yeah.
awesome.
But yeah, but I mean, we get back to the films.
Well, I had this-
Essentially.
my grandpa had this brown hat. Well, my grandma had it, right?
Yeah.
because he was dead. But I would put it on every time I was there to play it like that. And it does when you're a kid. That's
Yeah.
all you need. It's just the one prop, and everything. It doesn't matter. You are that
Your
character,
imagination,
and you're
yeah.
playing. Yeah, it's so.
And like in the
It's
later
great.
in the Lost Ark, though, he loses his hat, and he doesn't wear it the rest until the very end scene when he
That's
swims
crazy.
across the boat to get onto the submarine. He doesn't have his hat.
That hat is just so iconic on it.
yeah, but it's
that you
weird.
don't
Like
even
when,
think
like
it-
when you
yeah,
think back to
yeah.
like the end, you're like, dude, he's got his hat. No, he don't get his hat. For the
Yeah.
whole arc scene,
Wow.
no hat.
No.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow.
So,
And for a
that's
lot
crazy
of
to
it,
think
he's
about.
like in a Nazi uniform.
yeah, that whole
you know
end
what I
scene,
mean?
he's like, yeah.
That's the thing about the Last Crusade too that I liked is how he got the hat.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
and I feel like that like was influential in a lot of ways too. Like not just in America but like in Japan, because there's animes where the guy gives a kid a hat and
Yeah?
he becomes this
next
this
one,
guy so
Yeah.
It's cool
And the guy's wearing the leather jacket.
Yeah.
Too, in the last,
And that guy,
Yeah.
but it's like
Last
that
Crusade.
guy seems like
that's another
he kinda
iconic line
seems like
too.
he's like a mercenary or something. You
Yeah.
know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like he was a little more sinister than
Yeah.
Indiana Jones.
Well, he's like Indiana Jones working
became,
for
it's
the-
like he became that, but just the
And-
look,
yeah.
and he like became bigger than that though. So that's you know what I mean. Like
He did it for the right
rescued
reasons.
The
Yeah.
lost Ark, like he brought you know what I mean. He stopped the fucking Nazis.
belongs in the museum.
Twice,
3 times.
from getting
On accident.
magical powers.
On
You
accident.
know what I mean?
Yeah, so I mean, yes, that the iconic scene, you know, he's like, and the best part is like when he lifts his head up and he's like smiling, and you're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, and then he just gets socked in the face right after it. Like,
Yeah.
I love that.
What was
opening scene.
what did he tell him? He said like
he says? Don't give up, kid, or something.
no, he said
like,
something like you lose today, but
Yeah.
you don't have to be like you can choose to be mad or you I don't know. I think I put it in my
I know you lost today.
You have notes that you haven't pulled out?
No, I've been talking about it. I have it in my head
What?
too. I've got notes too. Come on.
I wasn't paying attention.
I
He's
can't
got
remember.
notes too. They're just
Yeah.
They're up here,
They're in
baby.
his back pocket. He hasn't pulled them out yet.
Yeah, I don't know if I wrote it down, but yeah.
Damn it.
Anyways,
He does say you lost today, but
Yeah, that's
don't
the
give it
line.
up. You know,
or like you can choose to not be or to be mad. I don't know
Yeah.
something like
Wouldn't
that.
you say
It
something
doesn't matter
tomorrow?
because it didn't
doesn't end
affect
with tomorrow.
No,
You
no,
lost
no,
today,
no,
and then it just trailed off.
no. He said you
To something
lost
else?
today, but you don't have to be mad, or like
That's
you can
it?
choose to be mad, or I can't
Dude,
remember, dude.
if that's the line, then you like a weird line. Hey,
No,
kid,
it was
here comes
good.
my-
It was
here comes
good.
my advice. You lost today, but whatever.
hey, buddy, you lost today, but don't be a bitch about it. You know?
You don't have to be a little bitch about it. Like, what are
Well,
you
yeah.
talking about?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Oh.
You lost today, kid, but that doesn't mean you have to like it. That was it.
No, okay,
Yeah.
that's pretty close.
That's a pretty good one.
That's pretty
Pretty
good.
close.
That's a good
Yeah.
line. I like it.
It didn't
Yeah.
really lead into like.
And I feel like that's what brought
You know,
him
'cause
to who he is.
It seemed like
you
it's
know?
a good line, but it's missing something.
I feel like it could have went a little more influential. Like, you know,
You lost today,
George
kid.
Lucas definitely wrote that line.
like don't give
wrote
up,
some weird
maybe.
shit. Yeah.
Like, you know,
That's so
like
weird.
Maybe tomorrow, kid.
that's like
I don't
something
know.
your mom tells you. Like, this is your dinner. You don't gotta like it. But that's dinner.
Did that happen to you a lot, Nick? Did you feel that way about
My
your
mom,
mom's
you know,
cooking?
yeah, she did. My mom was not the cook.
Oh yeah, your dad was.
My dad was the cook. You know, my dad was always cooking.
Dude, I think about your dad's crochets. Is it crochet?
Croquettes.
Croquettes. I think about them like every month.
Yeah,
I think about it, dude.
He just made a whole mess of them this last week, and because like our family.
Oh, yeah, your family reunion.
is this next Saturday. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
think
so
about it and I'm just like, dude, that was.
I'll bring some
that's
over.
amazing.
Yeah.
Oh,
What
do it.
is
Yeah,
it?
do
What
it.
is
You got a
that?
deep fryer?
What is a croquette?
I'll buy one
You can-
if
you
you
can
bring
fry
them
some
up.
more.
Yeah. So croquettes are. This has nothing to do with Indy, but it's just like.
I feel like Indy ate a lot of croquettes, maybe.
But yeah, it's just like a meat ball almost. It's,
So, like,
it's hard to explain. It's
Like
just like
imagine like a
seasoning.
really thick chicken nugget log,
yeah.
like a mozzarella stick
Yeah, but
filled
it's
with
chicken.
like meat mashed potatoes in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Oh,
like
it's
really-
good, dude.
you-
it tastes like Thanksgiving events
In a
into
bite,
a roll.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
Yeah,
it's
there's no
amazing.
potatoes in the inside. It's just you make like a really thick gravy that turns to like mashed potatoes and meat
Yeah,
shreds and spices.
Wow.
yeah,
It's a Dutch
Interesting.
thing, you know.
yeah.
Interesting.
Anyways, back to this film.
Back to the film. Yeah.
These films. I guess.
we could hit up the Crystal Skull. You know, I guess we're not jumping. I mean, that's
Okay,
that's the list.
Is the
watched
Crystal
them in.
Skull as bad as people say?
You know, I was thinking about it, and like, I feel like that. And will the fifth film just be like food candy? Like, we love it,
Yeah.
but we don't like love it for a long time. Because I feel like even with that with Star Wars, like when like these last 3 episodes were coming out, like,
Yeah.
I was so excited. But since Last Jedi's come out, I really haven't watched it.
See,
that
a lot of
much.
No.
people bum out. I like it.
I do like it. No,
You like it?
I like
no.
We need to save this for the Star Wars episode because I've got some reservations.
No. And I like them.
I love Last Jedi.
No, not Last Jedi. The next. What's the what's the last one?
Rise of Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker. Like
you liked it?
I liked it too.
I liked it,
but I haven't watched it a lot.
Is that it's Rise of Skywalker is supposed to be the end of the Skywalker saga, and I liked it. I needed to love that movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It was the end of the Skywalkers.
Yeah.
And, come on.
Yeah. So you hated it?
No. I did not. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I fucking love Kylo Ren, all right?
Yeah, no, he's badass.
He's my favorite.
He's one of the best characters ever.
The best
my wiener dog. I got a wiener dog, Kylo.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
Does it wear a mask?
He
should.
Doesn't. He's more like
I like how you play like, did he wear a mask?
He's like Kylo without a shirt on.
He's just boxy.
Not yet. He's not that fat.
Yeah.
My last wiener dog was.
Maybe we need to see his whip.
My last. He's not neutered yet.
Jesus Christ.
My first wiener dog was Chewy.
This is the first time that you pushed it too far. You want to see a dog's dick?
We already talked
I said maybe. I didn't say we should.
You had like lust in your eyes, bro.
He's already mentioned my dick, your dick, his dick. What's the dog's dick?
I don't mention my dick.
He's like, we don't talk about my dick.
We don't go down that road.
All right, so Crystal Skull.
Okay. It is not as bad as people say, but it's bad.
It's bad,
dude, and it's
all right.
I haven't seen it.
Or a fucking hard watch, man.
We
watched it together. We watched it together.
The first showing of a movie at the Syracuse.
It was that. Yeah, that was the one.
Was the Crystal Skull? And I was like, I'm pretty sure we went together.
And I was on lower tab.
You just got your wisdom teeth out, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
You should have loved that movie.
No, did not. That was the first and last time I watched that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's
I didn't even watch it for this. Yeah.
What you think about it, then you have to rewatch it. You have to. You should have. That's weird.
I didn't. I watched a recap. Yeah.
That was probably making fun of it.
No.
So the hardest,
it was trying to convince me why I should like it.
The hardest part of the film to me is the guy Knox or whatever, that can't, like, he's just like so out of it that he's just like, and like this is what's driving your story, like, hey, where do we go, Knox? He's just like, man, you're like, literally listening to this guy who's gone crazy, but he knows the way to the Crystal Skull. Like, well, they already have the Crystal Skull, but they're where to return
the others,
yeah.
In the
interdimensional,
interdimensional
weird, dude. Why?
But it's only magnetic sometimes.
Yeah,
like,
what?
It's like at the very beginning, like, we're gonna throw gunpowder in the air. That's how we're gonna find it.
It's pulling like the lights, and
and then
it's not.
And then it doesn't stick to the car or anything. Like
it's like we don't need that plot line anymore. Like,
why?
And like they can shoot their guns, and it's not affecting. This
is Fast and F9 all over.
Yeah,
for those that watch
things happen, and it's weird. But I think a lot of people hated Crystal Skull, like. There's a lot
because of the aliens,
but I think a lot of people hated the aliens, and I think that was just
like, I want a Bible story.
Why not?
I want a Bible story.
Yeah.
If it doesn't come from the older New Testament, I'm fucking out. Like,
they could have done like a Egyptian thing. They could have done something.
They did. I mean, it's the Aztec and everything, and like
I think
it's supposed to be like gods and stuff, but then it turns out to be aliens.
It was aliens,
and like this, all the crystals,
and
like come together, and like it's a real alien.
And George Lucas, like that was his plan. That's all he's ever wanted to do with Indiana Jones than the fourth one, because it was originally, he wrote it a long time ago, and it was Indiana Jones and the Saucer Men from Mars.
That was the title.
That was the title.
Jesus Christ!
Because he likes those old.
At least Crystal Skull, they got people in the seats, to see the movie, and then like the end of the movie, like fucking aliens.
But he likes those old school. He likes those kind of titles, like Attack of the Clones. Like, he likes the serial title, like
they both were. That was what they loved.
The Empire Strikes Back. Like these big titles.
Yeah,
and he fucking loves it.
E.T. No, so I'd like, it's a good watch.
I don't mind the alien
It's like
thing.
watching episode 1 for me. Like, You go back and you watch episode 1 because it's fun.
Yeah.
You don't go back and watch it because like it was the greatest movie. Like I mean,
No,
really
but you get to see Indy again, old Indy.
You know, Indy, and you're like,
I like the idea that he has a kid, but I wish it wasn't Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
Were you as bummed then as you were now?
No. Looking back, it's a little bit
Because I mean,
worse.
Shia
Which is
LaBeouf
weird
just comes
because I
off
think
holes. Come on,
I think he's like,
all time high.
yeah, and I think that. Well, and the weird thing is, I think he's a really good actor.
Yeah.
I just
he's great.
I don't want him to be my new Indiana Jones.
Yeah. No.
I think Shia LaBeouf's a really good actor.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Did you see Honey Boy?
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh, that's
I've heard good things about
That's
it.
a good one.
My favorite with him, I think, is just for
Transformers?
performance. No, Transformers 3, bro. Fury.
Sam.
The movie. Yes, Sam. No,
Put the cube into my chest.
Put the cube into my butt. This is Optimus Prime.
no. But yeah, the movie Fury is really good. World War II movie.
Yeah, Fury's good, dude. That's a good.
I haven't
movie.
seen it, but I've heard good things.
Brad
It's
Pitt, Shia
intense.
LaBeouf.
Yeah, it's got a
Like
really
if you
good.
think like if you were to like explain that movie, you're like tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think of a tank?
It's a tank
That's
crew.
the movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's a tank, dude.
Yep.
It's intense.
It's a tank crew, and there's fucking other tanks. They have to rotate before they die. It's so
Oh,
fucked up.
It is a good movie.
Yeah, it's really interesting. It's a weird. I've like never seen a war movie about the tank guys. You know,
Yeah.
they always just come in to save the day or something, or in the background, but. About the mechanics of running a crew of people, you know, during this horrible war.
I think it would have been better.
It's a good movie.
Because, like, I mean, Shia LaBeouf is his kid, and you get that, like, basically from when he's like, my mom Mary, you're like,
Yeah,
all
you
right,
know exactly.
We
who
already
it is.
saw the arc,
And-
you know, like when they're in the
and they call him Mutt because
Yeah.
Indy's named after the dog.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean. So it's another
Yeah.
dog thing.
Yeah,
They should give him a better name.
but like, how
I
much
like that
better
he's
of an
like a
ending?
greaser though. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, how
'Cause
much
it's the 50s? Why
Well,
would it not be a greaser?
The
Yeah.
best scene in that movie is the greaser, like, dude, the like Jets versus, you know,
Yeah, it's
the
so good.
Socias and the, you know,
Yeah.
the Outsiders, you know, or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that scene, like, when they're like, you getting my girl, you know, the greasers versus, like, the
Oh, yeah.
jocks, you know?
Yeah.
The switchblade and stuff,
That
it's
might
so
be,
good.
it's like, you just brought a knife to a gunfight. You know, like, that scene
It's
is
good.
awesome. But, so
Yeah.
there's good parts
And
in
I
the
like
movie.
he has that like it's almost like a tick where everyone he just slick his hair like it's so
Yeah.
good. Like,
Yeah.
he is really good in it.
Yeah.
but
So
people
now you're-
fucking hate him. But
Now you love it. Now
I
it's like-
love it.
like, you know, I
That's
hope
what
he's
I'm
in the
saying.
fifth
He's
film.
your favorite
That's what I'm
actor
saying
now.
is that he's really really good. I just don't want him to be my new Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I agree.
I don't accept him as my new Indiana Jones.
Well, how much-
He's not cool enough.
Well, who
to
would you?
be
Who would
Indiana
be the
Jones.
next Indian if you could?
If he's
pick?
is he literally playing Indy or is he playing like Indy's kid?
Well, what if
It depends. That's a different question.
Well, I guess who would ever take his legacy? I guess.
So
it doesn't have to be Indy.
They're not playing Indy.
nobody takes his legacy?
Yeah.
I mean, you see it at the end of the movie, like the hat rolls and like he
And
goes
he
like
grabs
pick
it
it up
away from it,
and he
yeah.
like pulls like, yeah, hell no, buddy. And, like, all the fans are like, yeah.
And then, yeah. Do you know what I think we're going to get in the fifth one is instead of an actor playing it, we're going to get a de-aged Harrison Ford for sure. Where I guarantee we
No,
see.
have you seen the picture? Like they've, I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
they've
it's
released
just,
some-
there's
Are
some
they going to do
picture-
it?
It's older Harrison
There's a-
Ford.
there's a-
No,
there's a
I didn't
scene-
mean for the whole movie.
Oh,
I'm
like
saying we're
for
going to
a
get a
flashback.
flashback scene. I guarantee there's going to be a Nazi scene because that's what everyone loves. And they're
Yeah.
trying to bring back Indiana Jones.
Carrie
they want to
Fisher
have a
in,
big
Rogue
movie.
One? That kind of scene, you know?
Well, yeah. Just DH because like all
Or
the
like
Marvel
Luke
movies, think how
and,
good
you
the
know,
Marvel
and
movies
the-
do it.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
as long as you have a lot of footage of the person when they were younger, you can do it well. And they have a ton of Harrison Ford. He's
Indy.
Oh, yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
He's already wearing
you
the
could
hat.
just use Indiana Jones, you
Yeah.
know. So,
Yeah.
and if you needed more, you could use Han Solo. It doesn't matter because
Yeah.
they just need references, you know. So I guarantee we're gonna see him young for a scene fighting Nazis.
But how
Oh, yeah.
how much better that
Just
movie
for a
would have
scene.
ended?
Yeah, that's fine.
If the end of the movie, like when he's like, you know, and there's that dad, okay, son. Like it's such a dumb it's just a dumb way to reveal it.
Yeah.
How funny would it have been if he was like, all right, dad, and like his mom's like, that's not your dad.
Dude,
Like Marcus Brody's your dad.
Oh shit!
Marcus hit it when she was like 14. And
Oh my god!
And he's even older than Indy, you know?
he's way older.
Gross. Gross. Dude.
Like that
And
would
then
have been a way better
Came
ending.
back and was like, I'm gonna tap that again. And he's like 70 years old.
Oh man.
Hey, LucasArts. Hire Nick.
Like no. When I told you your dad was Henry Jones, it was Henry Jones Sr.
Oh man.
Oh my
Man's been
god.
banging his dad.
Oh my god.
They're brothers.
Sean Connery is just like, yes. Yeah, dude.
They're brothers.
Mutt is his brother.
Yeah. He was named after.
That's what's up.
Hey.
There you go.
Yeah. Now we just need to go back in time and fix this.
Yeah.
Well,
Or they just reveal it in the next one. Be like, oh,
Actually,
I let you believe it because I didn't want to upset Indy, but I did bang his dad.
I mean, they did say Shia LaBeouf is not going to return.
Thank God. Because I don't need him. I just want it to be about Indiana Jones. I don't want them passing off the torch. I don't need that. I don't need anyone to pass it on.
Yeah.
Do you think he
Just-
dies in the
They
end?
could kill him.
I think he has a
I
scene where
think-
like you think he's almost dead.
I think
I
he's
think he
riding
just
off.
retires.
I think he's literally going to ride off into the sunset.
like
in
Last
3.
Crusade.
Yep.
I mean,
I don't know if it's on a horse, but I think we're going to see it.
yeah, I think so too.
I think we're going to see him, sun going down, maybe not even walking away, but just standing there or something.
Yeah.
We're going to get, I don't think he's going to die.
Yeah.
Maybe. Who knows?
But, and also they talked
hope
about
not.
having someone
Again?
else replace his character. Like
right, and do it like a younger.
they were going to do
Indiana
like
Jones?
Bradley Cooper or
They're talking
like
about Chris Pratt.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking about Tom Selleck, you know, or whatever is going to be him. Like, but does
Yeah.
anybody go see this movie if Brad, you know?
yeah. I think we would still see it, but we would
Back-
still want Harrison Ford. You know what I mean?
But is this movie
It,
going to
like-
be another Crystal Skull? Is it going to be like, it was great, and then like a year down, and you're like, I fucking hate it. It's a terrible movie.
know, 'cause
It's
I
a
know
terrible movie.
I know they're
yeah.
working really hard. I hope
don't
so.
know.
I like the director.
Yeah, he did like Logan.
He did Logan.
That Ford vs Ferrari movie just barely.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
And he did Walk the Line.
James Mangold. I did Walk the Line. He's good.
yeah.
I think that's what Indiana Jones needed. Like they need someone else to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think
I think Harrison Ford. I think Spielberg and Lucas, they get a little too wild with Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
Anything can happen.
Yeah.
And then Shia LaBeouf is swinging through the trees with fucking
Oh,
monkeys.
hell yeah, dude.
And he's
You
having
didn't
this-
like that scene?
That's my least favorite scene in the whole movie. That's the scene that I think of when people talk about how bad the movie is. I'm like, it's that.
not fighting on
it's
swords like
fucking
through the jungle.
Yeah, that's them too. Like, why is it so even? There's like
Yeah.
a road. They're like, no one's ever been to this part of the jungle. What? You're on a road.
Yeah.
You're not
Yep.
bound, you know?
Nope.
But, I mean, that's lame too. But the monkeys, man, I can't.
No.
And like,
Not the ants taking like the
You know what's
ants.
fucked up is the ants, if they made them look more realistic, could be awesome.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be the new snake scene, which is my favorite Indiana Jones scene. But anyway, I think it's because of my fear of snakes. I love that fucking scene. I love him in the pit with the
Yep.
snakes in Raiders.
Yeah.
great.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite scene of the trilogy, even though the third one's my favorite movie. I just love that fucking scene. That shot of him and the cobra comes right in his
Yeah.
face.
Yep.
So good.
My wife,
So
she hates
good.
snakes. Like literally hates watching
Yeah.
movies. Like that was like I was watching.
Oh,
that
I
movie.
love-
She's
see,
like,
I
"Why are you
love-
watching this movie?" And then like he burns them on. I'm like, "It's fine. They're burnt." And then
burnt.
like, there's more snakes.
Just keep coming.
And so,
So
she
good.
hates. Like we watched Jungle Cruises last week.
Oh.
and like
Is it
there's a lot
good?
of snakes.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah.
I can't tell.
Okay,
Is it off?
Jungle
is it
Cruise.
Like, is it like Pirates of the Caribbean?
No,
I feel like
it's a wannabe Indiana Jones movie. That is what it is.
Okay.
With The Rock.
With the Rock.
Rock.
Yeah.
With an Indiana Jones that will fucking crush you.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he crushes Nazis with
Yeah.
his
Like-
biceps.
like that-
And without the like 10 years of education
Yep.
Yeah,
to become a doctor.
like the Nazi guy that like the buff guy from Raiders of the Lost Ark like bums
Is
out,
that-
and like
yeah.
the Rock takes off his shirt. He's like, I'm good, man.
He's like, I'm sorry.
The ark's in the back.
He's like, well, that's good because you're gonna get chopped up by a propeller anyway. That's the most gruesome fucking
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
All over the like.
What about the
I never
face
forget that.
melting?
Yeah, it's magic. And so, but the
Yeah.
propeller, I can imagine happening, and guaranteed has happened to people.
Oh yeah,
It's fucked
people
up.
getting sucked into like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
engines,
God.
dude. Anyway,
Holy shit.
It's-
I mean, it's so gruesome, but I guess it wouldn't. There are more painful ways to go because you're like done.
oh
You
yeah,
just,
oh yeah.
you just fly in and
Uh-huh.
just human confetti. Done.
What if he just like dodged and just got his arm?
Yeah. What if that's all it was? That guy shows up in 5 with like stitches.
Oh, he's back,
like
dude.
this huge scar.
Yeah, he's the new
and he has a big
villain.
old swastika, so you know who he is.
Yeah,
But he's like,
or
only
he's
got
like a
3 of the
cyborg.
swastika, like you didn't finish the tattoo.
There was
It's like cut off.
You did this to me. Oh my god.
His arm's like unproportional.
That's all it did. They reattached
Yeah.
it.
Well, they could do
But
like
it's,
a Frankenstein
shorter.
thing, you know? Where
Oh
he's
my
back,
god, dude.
He's
What?
back.
With the head of the Kali Ma guy.
Yeah, it's just all the bad guys just fusing
They're
in
all
one.
fused. It'd be the most fucked up thing.
Yeah,
The writers right
would
now
be
are like,
interesting.
these guys got our movie.
Dude,
How'd they get the script?
the head is Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, and short
like,
round.
"No!"
He's two-headed, short round, and
Short
yeah.
he's like, Dr. Jones. Like, oh no. Short round, what did they done to you?
I'm a little bit of everything. They call me Mutt.
Mutt, dude. Oh
Hey,
my god.
it would
yeah.
be crazy
The
though
Mutt.
if they brought back short round in the new one.
That'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be
Has
amazing.
he been in anything
No,
since he's like
no,
grown
I
up?
don't think
like,
so.
Like Goonies and Indiana
But I mean, you
Jones,
could get
Any
any
Asian-
Thai kid
You know,
or
yeah.
guy now.
Dude, you
and
get
he just-
any. They won't. They'll just be like, just give me any fucking Asian. That's all
Wait, they gotta be calling him.
Dude, it wouldn't be Thai. They
No.
don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, give me a slant eye in here. That's all I fucking want. I don't care if you could get a white guy put some tape on his fucking eye. Just get me this fucking gook into his eye.
Hey,
That's Tony. not Chris.
WTFisodes where we do light
Chris is
racism.
racist.
We do light racism here. Jesus, it's Hollywood Tony. Calm down, dude.
I'm just saying, get me the fucking Asian kid in here. Get me that pie face. Get me that money. If the people,
It's
like
gonna
it,
be
put him
Jackie
in the
Chan.
movie.
It's gonna be
my
Jackie
God,
Yeah.
He's older than Harrison. No, I don't think he is.
Yeah.
Harrison's old as fuck.
Yeah, they're all old, dude.
Yeah. Harrison's really old though.
You think there's gonna be a lot of action scenes that he doesn't do?
Oh, I think
Oh,
it's
no
gonna
way.
be very obvious it's not him doing it, but
No.
it's okay. I don't care.
think there's gonna be, like, less action, like-
technically Indy.
Like,
No,
there's gonna be
just
more of those
be a good
scenes where like he goes to fight, and he's like, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Just kidding.
Make it
Yeah.
realistic.
And then
Because just give him his gun. You know what I mean? I don't need to see an 80-year-old man beat up like a 20-year-old buff dude. Because that's not really believable.
But I feel like the
I can
gun-
see him hitting him. Like if Indy gets a good shot in, he'll knock you out. He has
Yeah.
a good,
Gun-
I'm sure he has a good hook. You know?
I feel like the gun thing is kind of like, I don't know. I feel like that's the last resort for Indy. Like that's
Yeah.
what makes him such a
Give
badass.
him the
Like,
whip.
yeah, give him
Yeah.
the whip.
You know, have him whip, have him
whip it,
whip the
dude.
leg and trip the guy.
Yeah.
run up, knock his ass out
Into a propeller.
I mean, because you could have it so he just is fighting smarter because he's old.
Yeah.
You
Every
know,
scene,
he
there's just
doesn't-
there's
he
just
used to just
random.
throw himself in.
There's just a
He'd
random
get fucked
plane.
up forever.
Yeah.
There's a random plane turning in every
Yeah.
fight scene.
That's the only time he fights.
He hired a guy.
Just follow him around.
He turned these planes for me, kid.
It's the
No,
guy
he
from
lead-
Raiders of the Lost Ark that was fishing off the boat. Like, get the boat running, Charlie.
Dude, he
a
just
monkey,
leads
dude.
them to that same spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go on a wild goose chase to that
Yeah.
same spot
He's
so
like,
he can
okay,
kill
okay,
every. He's like,
To
"Oh,
an
I'm ready.
airport?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Or it's just every time, it's just the monkey saving his life. It's been following him and just
Yeah,
keeps turning things into his villains, dude.
Yeah.
That's so dumb.
He's a zombie monkey with bad dates.
He came back, man.
Yeah, I mean, we're past Crystal Skull here. I mean,
Yeah, we're
let's-
past.
Let's go to the Last
Yeah.
Ark or Last Crusade. It's the best one.
It's the best
I mean,
movie.
I mean, we skipped
Am I-
over Temple of Doom. I didn't watch it. So that's not my notes. We can,
Right. I didn't watch it.
we can't skip it.
I didn't watch it.
It was a badass movie, though.
It was cool. I still think it's cool. That whole train what is it? The train cart, the rail cart.
That should have been a ride at Disneyland.
Yeah,
like that's
100% should.
like you're like that's the ride at Disneyland.
fine,
Like
yeah.
they're like
Yeah.
Indiana Jones. Like it's gonna be the rail carts. You're gonna be on a rail cart, just cruising.
Yeah, that's a badass scene.
Like they should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird that it's not.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
I don't know.
No,
Hey,
you
mon-
could've-
money only gets you
could've
so
just
far, dude.
Incorporated it because I know
Yeah.
they wanted the ball, but like just put all of it. Who cares?
Yeah.
You're not actually in.
you can throw
Indiana
anything
Jones.
in a mine shaft.
This isn't. This isn't canon.
Yeah.
Like just make it fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't know. It's still a good film, and I still like it. But
And the
See,
the villain,
if you compare
the
it
main
to
villain
things.
is a kid that just like they turn bad with the drinking of the blood.
Yeah, dude.
I
it's about like the collie cults. in India. Like that was the whole
Right.
point of it. Kali being
Kali
the,
Ma,
yeah.
Kali Ma. Kali
They
Ma.
hit that well.
Yeah.
Like it's not the Kali.
Yeah.
It's Kali Ma. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's George Lucas thinking, dude.
Yeah.
It is.
But that
George
was a-
Lucas
that
is
was a
so
pretty
simple.
intense-
But that's what's fun. He's so simple. You
He really
Like
is.
just Kali. Oh, well, this is Kali Ma.
Well, yeah,
And
well,
then,
just like,
what is the power called? The Force. But it's so simple that it's like,
Yeah,
we
it
all
works.
get it. It's universal
Yeah.
for
Well,
everyone.
I think that maybe that's what
People
James
that-
Cameron's doing with Avatar.
I think-
Unobtainium.
See, I think James Cameron made a horrible I fucking hate Avatar. I fucking
What do you
hate it.
think about Avatar?
I hate it.
Yeah.
I think
It was great, but I think
I think the effects are great.
It's Crystal Skull. Like it's super cool when you see like this is the best movie ever. And then you're like, okay, it was all right.
and
It was all right.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Titanic comes out. You're like, oh man, best movie ever. You're like, it was all right.
Dude, I think
I knew what was gonna happen. Why did I watch the movie?
yeah,
It had
I think
boobies.
Titanic is good
Because the boobies.
because of the boobies. No, I think it's just a good movie. I think everyone's good in it.
But dude, the boobies.
Yeah.
But the
And it
boobies,
was like
man,
a
that's the
it's
next
not rated
level.
R.
That's
like,
why you watch it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
Like,
that we
you-
got to see boobies. In a
Like you watch it
PG-13.
like at your friend's house because like it's the only movie that's not hidden
Yeah.
away with boobies in it, you know. So like, and like you just hope like the mom in the house isn't gonna like pop up and
And
like,
be like, oh,
there's the rewind part, you
Yeah.
know. Like, that's where like she forgot, she's busy.
here it is.
Here come the
Kate
boobies.
Winslet.
Like you order like some Papa John's with your buddy, like, hey, my mom and dad are going out. We're watching Titanic.
Oh, why do I feel like this is what you guys did?
Dude, I went and saw it with a friend
I didn't have it.
My
in,
God.
in the theater.
Oh, yeah?
Because we heard
And
there
you guys were wearing trench coats.
because we heard there's boobs in it.
Yeah, you guys were wearing trench
Because
coats.
you
we
didn't
went
have to
and saw
be.
it.
You weren't have to be
And we
17.
went and saw it. Yeah, we just had to be 13, and so we went and saw it, and I fucking cried because I was so sad when Jack died.
Oh my God.
Dude, I like it. I think
Hey.
Titanic's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like all of James Cameron's movies except Avatar, and it's not. I don't know. I think
What is
I
there
would-
like 4?
I think I would hate it
Terminator,
less.
Terminator 2,
Yeah.
Titanic.
The Abyss.
Okay,
Titanic. What?
I didn't watch The Abyss.
The Abyss?
I thought
what? That was during like his height. Like, so I think The Abyss and Terminator 2 that's his height. Because they were made around the same time.
See me, I'm
And they're
just like,
both
there's
really,
Terminator,
really good.
Titanic, Avatar.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
I think I don't know. I'm sure Terminator 1 and 2 are my favorites, but then I really love True Lies.
See, I don't know.
James Cameron.
Yeah, I don't
True
know.
Lies is the best Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, in my opinion. And then it's.
Did he do Total Recall?
Yeah.
He did?
No,
not James
Arnold.
Cameron.
I was like, Arnold, yeah.
No, James.
No. Hell no. But yeah, True Lies is so fucking good. People sleep on that one, but it's the best action comedy ever made. It really is. It's so goddamn funny and weird.
I was
It
watching.
almost makes fun of Arnold movies, but doesn't. And Arnold's in it, so
Yeah.
it's funny. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's okay to make fun of
Yeah, but it's not a full spoof movie either. And then the action is gruesome too. It's weird, but I really love it. It's so fucking funny. Oh my god!
Indiana
You just see
Jones is
him-
a pretty good, funny, action movie. Like,
Indiana Jones is a great action
and
comedy.
so I was watching it today, and my daughter was watching it, and like I have not gotten my daughter to watch Indiana Jones because
Oh.
like back in the day, like she was probably like 5 or 6, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, you gotta watch this, like this is like Star Wars, you gotta watch it. It's a rite of passage,
Yeah,
in
yeah.
my house. And like we started watching Raiders of the Lost Ark, and there's that scene where Doc Ock's character just like gets stabbed in the face. with,
Yeah.
like, and she like we're literally 5 minutes in the movie. She's like, ah! And we'll never watch it ever again.
gruesome.
Never again. She hears the Indiana Jones music, she's out.
I miss
You traumatized her?
I miss
did.
like the old shitty like faces getting
Yeah.
stabbed through in 80s
Yeah.
movies.
It's like a rubber mask
Yeah.
and all.
like in Terminator when he digs his eye out,
Yeah.
and it just is like this robot, like plastic Arnold. I
Yeah.
love that shit. It's so cool.
I miss it. I miss
I do too.
animatronics so much.
But we were watching Last Crusade today.
Yeah.
And I was like, she's like, this is like a lot like Jungle Cruise. I'm like, no, Jungle Cruise is a lot.
Oh,
like
yeah,
this.
yeah, right.
It's the same thing. It's
Yeah.
action and it's a lot of jokes.
Yep.
And I love Last Crusade, how like the wittiness of his dad and like the back and forth between him and his dad the whole movie. Like that reminds me
They're
of me and my
great.
dad like arguing about the dumbest stuff. Like helping him on the job site and he's got his way and I'm like, Dad, why don't we just do it this way? It's easier.
Yeah.
He's like, no, this is how you do it. That's the lazy way. And I'm like, no, that's working smarter, not
Yeah.
harder, Dad.
He's like, oh, you think I'm not smart?
Yeah. Trust me. And like, we went to Europe once, me and my dad, and we were trying to find Normandy, which is literally like miles of beaches, but like we're trying to find the main beach. And we're driving through this France town, and like all of the roads are curved, and they all got names, French names, and I got this map. And I'm like, all right, we're looking
find like the right one, like to go to Utah or no, like all the all of our landing sites.
Yeah. So like we're driving through this neighborhood trying to get through it, you know, and like I'm like calling out like names of places. Like he's like, well, I'm not there. I'm looking for this place, and then he's like, all right, we're passing Franklin Street, and I'm like, okay, and there's Franklin Street. He's like, well, we passed that 15 minutes ago. I literally like crumpled the map. I was like, fuck it, I'm not going. I don't care. I don't care.
I'm not doing this.
We're done. I don't care. And like we like pulled over to the side of the road, and like I was like, I don't care. We're done. I don't. Screw French Town.
It's French Town.
So like watching Indiana Jones, like Last Crusade, like dude, it like reminds me of me and my dad like, arguing about dumb stuff.
You guys are the tied up in the fire scene.
And my dad is like,
but you're arguing
but
still.
But my dad is he's you know, he's born in the 40s, and like he's that old guy, but he's like so clueless sometimes of what's going on around. But he's a fun guy. But and so he reminds me a lot of Sean Connery's character.
He's born in the 40s.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
So he was born in Holland and then came over on a boat.
That's crazy.
In the 40s, like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he was born at the very end of World War II. Yeah.
Yeah, Bob.
So he had kids. He was having kids really late, though. Is what I'm saying.
He was 20. Yeah. So like I'm one of 10.
Yeah. Like
so
he just kept. But
I'm
like,
the tail end.
He was having kids like late.
Yeah. They had 10 kids in like 20 years.
Later than average is all.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because like my mom was born in the 60s, dude.
Yeah, because my dad was 46.
Yeah, that's crazy to think about.
He must have been 46 when he had my little brother.
Wow.
47, I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's pretty old.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So
damn.
But yeah,
my mom was like 19 when she had me. That was her first kid, but yeah. Damn.
But yeah, so
40s just sounds crazy. Like I think my grandpa was born in the 40s.
Maybe.
I know.
My grandpa must have been. Yeah. Holy shit!
You're still
so your
on
dad's
this.
as old as my grandpa.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But he's like a Sean Connery guy. He's like a Jones Senior.
That's
like,
why. That's why it's like that.
Literally on 2 days ago, like he's like, "Hey man, I need you to come help me like hang up some window wells on a house." Like he's that old and he's still like working and swinging hammers, building houses. Yeah. So I was kind of like, "Dad, take it easy." I was like, now I feel like an Indiana Jones again. Like, "Whoa, easy, Dad, easy." You know, take it easy.
You know, like,
Junior.
Sean Connery. Like compared to Harrison Ford, I was like, oh, he looks like shit because they're only like 15 years apart.
Oh yeah, they're like the same age.
Yeah, they're really close in age. Yeah. But he looks so old that he's like, you can be the dad. That's why Harrison Ford looks so good. Harrison Ford didn't like make it until he was in his late 30s.
Yeah,
you know?
You're telling me that. Yeah,
when it was Star Wars.
Yeah, what was it? So
before, but yeah,
before they casted Indy or Harrison Ford, the whole point of Indy was that Spielberg wanted a guy like 007. He wanted Indy to be like 007. He wanted like, the serials of the 50s and Indy to be like
he wanted like what if James Bond was in those?
Yeah. So he wanted someone like that.
But all they took was like the bangs women and like fights bad guys part.
He's not in a secret crew. He's an archaeologist.
They
did the best they could.
He's a jetpack.
He's a professor at a college.
But so when
that's weird. They didn't take much from it.
Yeah,
but
that's what he wanted.
Idea. Yeah. But then it's like Spielberg's the director, so who knows how much he cut out because the director makes the final decision.
And they almost didn't get
especially
Harrison.
Spielberg.
Yeah, they almost didn't get Harrison because they were like, George was fighting him on it because he was like, let him have Han Solo, like let him be his. Because back then, character actors were just like, that's who they were, and that was it. Yeah,
that's so dumb. And so when your franchise is done, your fucking career is done.
Yeah, and so that like Spielberg fought. He was like, dude, they're actors, like that they can play multiple people, and so it was just that he got his way with that.
Wow.
And the same thing. And when they did the Last Crusade, they had 007. They had Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And I think George was fighting him on that too. He was like, he was just like, you can't. No, he's like, you can't do this. He's like, who cares? It's like, this is what I want. Like Spielberg wanted Sean Connery to be in the film.
So fucking weird.
He wanted 007 in there.
I think he's like, I'll give you one 007 scene. You're gonna take your umbrella and you're gonna plonk a bunch of seagulls into the air, and you're gonna take down a plane.
They were really concerned though because they thought that because he's playing like a secondary, like a B character, that Sean Connery wouldn't want to do that. He wanted to be like the star, right?
Yeah.
But Sean Connery like fell into that role perfectly.
Dude, he makes that
so
movie.
fucking good in that movie.
Yeah, so that's what they were worried about, but it turned out that their relationship, Harrison Ford and Sean Connery's, like it just
that
was
chemistry,
perfect.
dude. Yeah,
I think they were saying that the reason why it worked is because Harrison Ford called him Sir, like instead of like it was like an honor thing, like called him Sir. So it was like okay, so now
but
they
why
understood.
wouldn't you, man? It's
Yeah,
fucking
exactly.
James Bond.
I think the movie
Like-
plays out the way it does because it's two A characters playing. Like, I mean,
Oh yeah,
they
Yeah.
are both like. I mean, it's
it's
a
Indy's
yin-yang.
movie, but yeah, he's
I mean, they're calling shots and they're arguing about every move. Like when they're like they come to the fork in the road and like Marcus is in, whatever, and he's like, well, my journal's in Berlin. He's like, no, let's go get Marcus. He's like, he's got the map. He's like, well, we can need the journal, and he's like,
and he has the emotional high point of the movie. I think I love that part in Last Crusade when he's reaching. He's like, I can get it,
yeah,
and he's like, Indiana. Like he just and he stops because he's first time he's called him that, and he's like, let it go.
yeah.
And
Well,
then he just
well,
and
he
he's
just helps the girl.
It's so good.
yeah.
Because he's just Indian. Like when he calls him that, and he accepts him, and now he accepts him back.
Yeah, yeah,
And,
and
then I fuck yeah,
It's good
that's
writing.
the father.
It's good writing.
That's the father
Yeah.
scene, and like
That's so goddamn good. And like Sean Connery's face in that scene, he is doing so good.
Yeah.
And that's some of the best acting he's ever done.
Yeah, and
like he just looks so loving.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah,
I
spent,
love you. I'm not going to lose you.
like
you
I
know?
spent my whole life looking for that cup right there.
But
So it says my journal.
But all that matters is my son.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, it's so
Yeah, it's good. It's
dude.
good. It's
There's so
good.
many levels in that scene.
Well-
that is so well written. It
Yeah.
fucking blows my mind. It's
I
so
love
good.
the emotional scene of when he goes over with the tank.
Mm.
And it's emotional. It's funny because like they're all looking over,
And he's behind. Like,
And then he like walks up. He like looks over too. He's like, what are we looking at?
It's so classic.
You know?
but before, yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean that was like I bet like the first time you saw that. I mean I don't remember the first time I saw it. I was little, but like I mean imagine being in the like movie theater and you see
Yeah.
that like holy shit.
Yeah.
I wish I could remember the first time seeing
Like,
these.
like
Yeah.
I wish, yeah,
But
like you wish you'd go
just
back.
know them. Like I
Yeah.
just grew up with them. I watch them all
Yeah.
the time, but I have no idea when I first saw these movies.
Like
Sucks.
imagine like not knowing what's gonna happen, like watching
Yeah.
these films. Like, but that emotional scene, like that's a good scene to me. Like I love that scene. Like that's like the part where you're like you almost get teary eyed. Like this is Indiana Jones. I'm crying. I'm crying Indiana Jones.
Oh man, that movie's so fucking good.
Yeah.
But I mean, taking a step back, where I said my dad, there's the part where they're talking, and he's like, "You were a shitty dad, basically," and he's like, "Did I ever tell you to go to bed, like, or wash up, or eat your food?" And he's like, "No, I just let you be you and stuff." And that was really like, yeah, that's how dad should be, kind of, So like, I mean, I look back at my dad got mad at me and stuff, whatever, but he was I kind of did my thing, so.
Yeah.
That was a good.
It's gotta,
that's
you
one
gotta
of those
become
scenes-
your own man.
I love movies like Indiana Jones. Like you watch it as a kid and you love it, and you watch it now as an adult and you like find other parts. You're like, oh, I love that.
There's all
part.
these levels.
I love that part. I love that part. So I love the whole dad, son relationship. I mean,
Right.
and then they're on the blimp and you get the no ticket.
Dude,
Might be my favorite
I
line.
was gonna fuck. I totally because when you were talking about lines,
Yeah, yeah.
that's my favorite. Like because you were saying
Yeah.
the dates, and I was thinking no ticket.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's so good.
like
That's
anytime
the one
you're.
line. That's the
Like
one I love.
you're,
dude.
you're in
So
a
good.
family organization and something happens like that and like someone's like, what happened? You're like, no ticket. And I'm like, "Ah!" You don't even care. Like someone just like fell out of the playhouse, And you're like, no ticket. And everybody, you can just
Everyone
all the
pulls out
indie
their
fans
ticket,
are just like laughing, Like he's literally gonna throw out all these old ladies, like Rich, get your tickets out so you can get your ass out the window.
You're fucking dead. So good. And they just accept
that's a
it.
great scene.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's like the best.
Dude, that movie's crazy too. They go big in that movie dude, with like he meets Hitler.
No,
Oh my God.
Like Hitler signs the journal, dude. I was like
Like I said,
meeting Hitler.
like I learned,
He's like, He thinks he wants a fucking autograph. So
I learned more about the Nazis from the Indiana Jones films than I did in school. But
it's like you don't know until you're an adult.
And I
because
think
kids don't give a fuck about the history stuff.
No.
Yeah.
But then when you're older, like, oh, that is interesting.
Yeah,
you know, and you go back. But
that's like one of those scenes. Like when you're a kid, you're like, oh, he must be like a leader, you know. But now you watch it, like it's Hitler, and like I think it's the best like depiction of Hitler we have. I mean, we've all seen like Inglourious Bastards, where he's this like goony kind.
But that's because they're making him a joke,
and like or he's like,
just look at this piece of shit, you know,
or
fuck Hitler,
or he's like this evil, guy. But like in that scene, he's just like, oh,
I'm just because he was the most famous person in the world.
Yeah.
You know,
and he just like
I guarantee soldiers wanted autographs in real life, and it's such a weird thing to write in your movie because I never would have thought of that. Like, just to, what if he thought he wanted autographs?
What if he tossed his book after into the fire and you're like, oh shit,
like, fuck. And that's cool. They're depicting that too. Yeah. You know, the burning, like there is serious stuff going on too, you know, like the Nazis, there's all this funny stuff, but then the Nazis are this major threat. Yeah. You know, and some of it is just real world context. Yeah. Where they don't really show you, the Holocaust in these fun Indiana Jones movies.
Well, they're also, I think,
that's what's going on as an audience member. Yeah. So you are 100% okay every time a Nazi gets chopped up by a propeller, or you know what I mean. The Nazis are perfect villains.
Well, and also
do whatever you want to them.
Well, and the fun thing about
We've talked about that before.
Is all the villains in this movie are trying to they're working for the Nazis, but they're also got their side.
They're using the Nazis.
Yeah, they're like, you know what, they want the Ark, but I'm gonna open it first. You know, I'm gonna the Nazis want the Holy Grail, but I'm gonna take it
for
first.
me. Yeah, I'm getting the power.
Yeah, so I think that's a perfect depiction of like old soldiers that fought for the Nazis. You know, I don't think they liked the Nazis, but it's like, well,
I think that
they're the big guy.
Well, I think it's just like any real world situation. There's going to be a group that do love it. Yeah, there's a huge group that loves it, and then there's a probably larger group that does it because they have to. It's this is what's happening, and it is confusing at first. Things progress like crazy. Like they didn't just start killing everybody. Yeah. It slowly fucking happened, and they learned, well, these are the true believers, so we can use them to do these horrific things. You know what I mean? And the things got moved around, and then there's people on the battlefield that just know, I have to fight this other person, and I don't really know why. Yeah. And then some of them were conscript from the other countries. They took over France. So now all these French soldiers are fighting as a Nazi. It's just what a fucked up war. Yeah. That was so scary.
And there was no
everyone fighting, and there was no real, on the actual battlefield, there's no good and bad. It's just people. And that's the real world context of talking about in the background that we know. I mean, but it makes the movies bigger. Yeah, though, because that's what's going on, and they show you just just enough to not ruin their movie and make it sad. It's supposed to be this swashbuckling adventure, but they show you just enough that you're like, you got to kill these motherfuckers. Get him, Indy. You know what I mean?
I mean, his girlfriend in this film is a Nazi, but he still loves her. She's like, he's a Nazi, but hey.
Sometimes your girlfriend's a Nazi.
Yeah. Sometimes she just hates Jews.
Yeah. It's nuts.
We've all been there. Right? No, just kidding.
Yeah, I'm dealing with it right now.
Oh my god.
Nicole, I'm sorry.
But hey, I mean, the opening scene of The Last Crusade is filmed in Four Corners. It's Utah. There's actually there's actually a lot of this is filmed in Utah.
There's a lot,
because even at the end when they're riding their horses, that's all filmed in Utah in the Slot Canyon.
Yeah.
The actual temple, the temple's not in Utah. The temple is in Jordan. That actual, that place is it's only carved into rock. There's nothing inside of it. But when they're walking, that final scene when they're riding off, that's Utah. So,
Isn't the tank stuff too?
I think a lot of that.
All the desert stuff here. You know what I mean? Because why not? Just use a different angle, just so you don't see the same type of mountain every time.
The canyon of the Crescent Moon, but the canyons they're walking through are the slot canyons down there.
Dude, a lot of those shots for the Lost Ark when they're going to through the canyons.
Yeah.
is from Star Wars. It's the same locations from Star Wars.
I think
So it's like they just use the same stuff at just different angles.
I mean, everyone says like,
Why would you not?
Yeah, it's good spots.
In places like that, like different deserts and different states here. You know what I mean? Like if you shoot them at different, they look like different planets or different countries, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Just put a filter on it.
Yeah.
You know? Just put a green filter. Call it good.
But honestly, like a forested area versus red rocks, you know what I mean?
Well, when
like
you go to
anything,
when you go to like Hawaii, like there's like this is where Indiana Jones was filmed, Raiders of the Lost Ark, and also Lost World or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, or Jurassic Park, like where the you go
That's
into the park
yeah.
is on Kauai. So like that's one of the tours you can take. You know,
Oh, okay.
you can see
That's
the Raiders of the Lost Ark, and you can see the Jurassic World.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or Jurassic Park, but yeah. So I mean,
the beginning by like at River Phoenix. No, you know what I mean? You don't know who River Phoenix is?
What?
Do you? River Phoenix is
that
an
a wrestler?
actor. Do you know who Joaquin Phoenix is?
I know who Walking Phoenix
It's his
is.
brother, and he was
you should have started with that. You know? Hey, you know, Joaquin Phoenix was Brother River. You
Why
know?
would I start with no? Because why would I start with it when River Phoenix plays Indiana Jones for like 10 minutes? Of
Is he
movie?
the young guy?
Yeah.
Oh, that's him.
That's River Phoenix.
I mean, you look at him, and he looks like a younger, like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah,
when I
that's
was a kid,
you're right.
I thought he was, and then when I watched it as an adult, I was like, "What the fuck?" Like
He's like a taller
I thought it was
Leonardo.
In my head, it was him, you know.
Yeah.
But no, he was like very, very famous back then. He died of an overdose outside of a club in front of Joaquin. Like Joaquin was holding him. You can listen to the 911 call. He's calling 911. He's
my
holding his
God.
brother's corpse. But yeah, it's fucked up.
And then he filmed the Joker.
And then, right after,
You think that's he probably was thinking he's channeling that moment.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
fucking 30 years later or whatever.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What?
But yeah, he played young Indiana Jones at the beginning of this.
Wow.
That was I know that was a big deal back then too, because River Phoenix was very famous.
Yeah.
You know, that was like a draw to this movie. What a weird thing. You go to see
for the
River,
first 10
and he
minutes.
plays him for 10 minutes and
Yeah.
he's gone. Whatever. But what's up with that fucking snake in the water?
In the water?
They're like
Yeah, like when
puppet snake?
he's like falling in. You
Like
know,
he
and
already fell into the pit, so that could have been where the phobia comes from.
Yeah.
No, there's like a monster in there. There's like these giant fangs, but
Yeah.
it's as big as
I
an
do
anaconda.
love the whole train
crazy.
scene though.
Yeah.
The train scene and like the magic box in the end. And then he just like rolls out. It's like, I get it's all for a circus, but why does the magic box lead you out of this train car?
Yeah,
Like
that's
nobody's
weird.
like coming in the train car to like. It's just like these magicians are like
Indiana
running-
Jones rules, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's just crazy shit in these movies. Like they parachute with a raft in the second one, man.
Yeah, like,
Oh,
that
my
part, that
God.
scene was insane. Like
Yeah.
they're flying up, like let's just use this raft. It'll-
That's the same as the fridge.
yeah, the
Yep.
fridge scene. I forgot
Yep.
to talk about
Yeah.
that. Like how ridiculous is it?
Yep.
He like flies through, nuclear bomb, and he's like rolling. It's not like it's not like
He would have been meat.
It's lead line.
He
It's
would
not
have.
safe.
Yeah,
Like,
he would have been meat by when
like,
they opened that, dude.
Like, there's no like it just crashed into like some dirt, you know.
Yeah.
Like, he's
No,
just,
it was
like, on
rolling.
launch. No,
It was going.
He's like,
It was
showed it.
across the desert,
just
going
one of
100
those-
miles an hour.
and he gets out. And his hat's a little like bent. And he punches it out. And he's like, I'm good to go.
Plot armor, man. Like I said.
What a weird decision.
Yeah.
They already had like an interdimensional story that they never even like teased, and then at the end it's like it's interdimensional aliens. Bye. Bye.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
all right. And they could have teased it there. They could have had their little fucking scene like that, and then
Yeah.
he could have gotten like teleported almost, like he
Oh,
walked through,
dude.
like went
Indy
through their
in
dimension
space?
into ours. And then went like right
Dude,
back into
he's
ours,
not-
but he's a safe distance, and is what the fuck is that?
Dude.
And they have to investigate that, and
Yeah.
then that circles back. And what's actually,
Yeah.
do some foreshadowing in this
Yeah.
bitch.
Or
when
for this
you're
new
gonna
one-
introduce aliens, maybe put some foreshadowing in this
Yeah.
bitch. Like
Maybe that's what they were doing the whole film, and we just didn't notice.
they didn't.
But what if it was just the next one's just Indy in space, and it's like space zombie or space Nazis?
zombies?
No, space Nazis.
Zombie
dude.
Nazis, bro.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Space zombie Nazis. I mean,
Yeah.
I have no idea who's gonna be fighting. I've heard that he might be fighting Nazis.
It is.
I would-
There is Nazis.
Oh, yeah,
in
there's
the-
I would
Nazis.
like to see
There's
him
Nazis?
fighting or hunting Nazis in South America, like where they ran.
I'm guessing it's like a
Wouldn't that be
fallout of the
fucking
Nazis,
awesome?
like like the Nazis are over, but there's like these like few Nazis that are still like carrying the banner.
Well, and there's like, because so many fled to South America, I would love to know that Indiana Jones went and shot a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Like, like that'd be great.
Or he's just this like
he
assassin now. He's just trying to hunt him down.
You know, you thought Mangala lived forever. No, Indy shot him. Yeah. Go Indy.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say to that scene before he finds out it's a bomb town, and like the guys that are looking for him like drive off. He's like, "Hey, help me! Just take me with you."
I'm sorry, I give up.
Yeah,
I promise I won't shoot you.
yeah. I don't care. Just take me with you.
Drops his gun. Give me the fuck out of here.
But
that would have been better too, because it would have been a funny scene.
Yeah.
And then just have him overpower him somehow and get away.
Hey, LucasArts, hire us. We'll write it for you.
Write your script so it makes sense.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say in this scene, what like my favorite like funny scene of the last arc though. I mean, there's a lot of funny scenes.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, technically, like every time Indy and his dad are having a quarrel, it's pretty funny. I mean, I love the part where they're in the plane and he's shooting, the guys, and then he shoots the back of the plane, and he just like looks at it, and he's like, "Oh shoot." Well, they got us.
So good.
Like he's the dad in that moment. He's like, I can't tell him I fucked up, but they got us, man.
Do it.
It's like we're going now.
That's so good.
Yeah.
They got us.
And a good runner up to that scene is when they're going through the tunnel, and you got the guy in the plane, like it's on fire, and he just like passes by him, and he's like looking at himself. He's like, I'm fucked. Oh man, but that scene when he shoots the back of the plane is like definitely
great.
like
that's great.
That's the funniest scene in any Indiana Jones movie. Like, you think he ever told him about that? I was like, hey, you remember that one time we were flying that plane?
Yeah, now that where we lived.
He probably did. He probably did after you like told him you loved him or something.
Yeah.
He's like, just kidding. I shot the back of the plane.
Wouldn't it have been great to see him in part 4?
Yeah.
Man,
they should have,
because he was still alive then.
Yeah,
but he was done acting.
They do mention like he passed on.
Yeah, the character died. I just would have loved to see Sean Connery in that movie just for one scene.
Yeah,
that would have been great.
A phone call.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be
anything.
And anyone can do a Sean Connery voice. You can just...
No, I want to see him because
it'll be in the next
voice. It's just a guy doing his voice. That would be so. I'd hate.
I love
that,
you
dude.
too, Junior.
Yeah, I would hate that.
They'll just like they'll piece it together like they did the Obi-Wan, like
Oh yeah,
Force talking to Ray. They just like piece Sean Connery like
it'd be easier
dialogue.
with him. It's easier to find. Sean Connery clips than it is to find Alec Guinness clips.
Yeah, true.
Alec Guinness is in like 2 other famous things.
He's in that army film or whatever.
The Bridge Over the River Kwai and
I don't know.
Why do I know so much shit?
It's a good thing. I'm glad you know all this stuff.
And he was in God damn it, Lawrence of Arabia.
And he was the guy who headlocked like Lucas is like, I want a lot of money for this. I'm only playing Obi-Wan if I get a bunch of money.
Yeah,
because he had one.
He was
of those
the only
deals.
famous person in the movie.
Well, he had that. He had one of those deals where like I get a percentage of whatever this movie makes. And
he was like, I'm in this piece of shit movie. Like he was writing his friends. They have the letters. I'm in this piece. It's garbage.
Wow.
Talking about how lame it is, and like it's the worst role he's ever done, and that he's embarrassed.
Yeah.
But but then you watch it, and it's like it's interesting to know how he literally thought of it, but he still did his job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He did
still
it well.
was like, well, I'm a professional.
There's a lot of actors.
But then,
but
then he cared in the next one.
Yeah.
So he's like, I got rich.
Yeah.
This is huge.
Oh yeah.
Force Ghost, sign me up.
Anything.
I feel like that's like a lot of Marvel actors, like they're doing these. Yeah, they're doing these roles. You're like, oh, this sucks.
I don't think that anymore.
Yeah, well, not anymore because of
role
this.
You get in the MCU, has the
big.
potential to be big. You know.
Well, Chris Evans turned down Captain America like multiple times.
Yeah.
And now he's like,
because he had just done Human Torch.
Yeah, he was like, that sucked.
And it embarrassed him. It hurt his career really bad, and people stopped hiring him because those movies suck.
Yep.
Because people think the actors have something to do with that.
No. Oh yeah, it's always like that. It's always
so
like
dumb.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, and then I when he got cast, I was upset. because I fucking hated him as Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
I hated him as
a douche.
He's a douche,
Yeah.
and I just didn't like Chris Evans. And then I saw a couple things. I was like, oh, I like him. I get, but he's funny. This is fucking Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
I was so mad. Fuck. And then but then by the first trailer, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't a trailer. It was just him in the suit.
So
it was him in like the half suit when he still was wearing the like army uniform over like the spandex style suit. I was like, oh, he looks fucking great.
Yeah.
And then I was happy to look, but then the trailer sold me.
So not to derail this, but
It's Nazis, right?
I mean, but like, what do you think about Robert Pattinson playing Batman?
I mean, I'm into it.
All right.
Good actor can play and Batman can be anything.
Yeah.
Batman is the most malleable superhero.
Yeah.
You can do any kind of. You can do science fiction. You can do horror. You can do mystery, action, and it's all Batman. It all makes sense for Batman. So it'd be fine.
Yeah, we've had a versus on this before.
I think Robert Pattinson's gonna be really good.
And
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
So why not? You know what I mean?
And I say that
Anyone-
anyone can play Batman. Literally anyone.
I don't think literally
I think anyone. Any good actor could play
I don't
Batman.
think-
Anyone could have been Christian Bale.
I think that's wrong. I think Chris,
so.
right?
They have test footage like other guys do.
And they look like shit.
Yeah.
The other ones suck.
Yeah.
And like Christian Bale is he's on another level as Batman.
So he's a really good
He is
actor.
fucking Batman.
I'm saying, like-
he's great.
I was a Newsies fan long
Really?
before Batman.
Really?
So when I
liked
heard
it.
it was him, I was like, I'm in. I'm in.
Well, yeah, I don't have
Jack-
anything wrong with Christian Bale. I'm just saying.
Can't remember the war movie he was in as a kid.
No, he was in
Spielberg movie. What the fuck was it?
the Sun.
Yeah,
Empire
there
of
was sun in the name. Empire of the Sun. That's
The
where I
little
knew
kid
Christian
looking
Bale.
over, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah, I mean,
And then like
we get back to Indy. You know?
Yeah.
Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
But like I said, Last Crusade is definitely the best one. I mean, riding off into the sunset.
Were you like that should have been the ending? Probably.
Yeah,
Let's
like
be
it was
honest,
totally
you
like
know?
that was the plan, but it was literally he rode off into the sunset on a horse, and hopefully they ended again that way. But I mean, I don't know. I love everything from that movie. Like every cup you see that looks like a Holy Grail, like I gotta have it. I gotta have it.
This is the cup of a king, and it's like you're thinking wrong. I love it. I love that thinking.
I love
like that's
that.
not. Oh man, like the cup of a carpenter's son.
Yep.
Yeah,
So good.
Like
that
it-
movie's so fucking good.
It
It's
is.
so weird.
and like that whole like you chose poorly, you know, you chose wisely.
You
Like
chose
now is like
wisely.
so, and like before that, like when he has the grill, he shoots, his dad gets shot, whatever, and he's got to like pass all these tests,
yeah,
and he's under
Those-
stress.
Oh my god, the stepping, dude.
And like that
Yeah.
20 minutes might be the best 20 minutes of like, okay, not the best, but like some of the best in cinematic
ever.
history.
Yeah.
That's what I
Like,
was gonna fucking
dude,
say.
that
Yeah.
20
Word for
minutes
word, yes.
is like, dude, you're like, don't talk to me during the next 20 minutes. Like,
I'm sweating.
I'm in.
Yeah. I'm in for this.
The leap of faith was the coolest fucking thing I'd ever seen when I was a kid. It blew my mind when I saw it.
when the camera goes to the side.
I remember seeing that for the first time. That part,
Yeah.
and my mom being very excited about it because
Yeah.
she was like, "You have to watch," Because my mom was way into that stuff. But oh yeah, by the way, I have to hurry and say, my mom wanted me to tell you happy birthday for her.
Oh,
She
wow.
loves she listens to our show
Oh, man.
every week.
Should we have her on?
No. There's no fucking way she'd do it.
Yeah.
I just can't imagine.
Hey, thank you. Thank
But
you,
can do it, Kim.
Hey,
Kim.
it's good your mom's.
I appreciate it.
She loves
I
it.
appreciate it so much.
Listen every
Thanks for
week.
listening.
But yeah, she wanted me to say happy birthday from
man.
her. And I was
Wow,
like, oh,
that's
okay.
that
I was
very
like, I will
special.
try to remember to do it.
Yeah, it's very
on
special.
the show. And she's like, oh, she got excited about that. Here it is, ma.
She's like at work. I
Hey.
get this.
Yeah.
It's my boy.
Yeah.
Shout out
Hey,
Ki-
happy
Ki-
birthday to you.
Kim Miller.
Yeah. Kim Miller.
It's not her birthday.
When's her birthday?
I know. I'm saying
to
like
me?
no for her. We're talking
When's her
about-
September,
birthday?
yeah.
When's her birthday?
September
All right.
29th. Yeah.
Don't
Okay.
forget. Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yep. I don't remember.
You guys are gonna.
I'll tell you.
You're gonna be like episode 20, a wrap, and you're like, oh shit! I tell my mom happy birthday.
Redo.
Yeah. Cut this all out. Cut
And then
this
like after the credits, like it's like a Marvel scene, after the credits, like happy birthday, mom. Hope you're still listening.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, like back to what I was saying, like that 20 minutes though, like and all those like like never like I was like, dude, I wish I had a book and I was just going through these, you know, crazy places.
The tests.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And then you get to the last one, and like that guy drinks in the wrong cup, and like he just like turns the like bones.
Just
And you're like,
ages. Like yeah.
and then you look at all those cups, like that's a lot of fucking cups.
Yep.
All the cobwebs. It's just I love that. I love that set too. And then the old man like just kind of in the car, like he's been there. For,
Well,
you know?
and the first thing he does is like try to get a sword and like defend it, and he like, oh shit, this goes down.
He should have been. He should have been lifting that sword, baby.
Yeah.
He just been reading that book, you know.
Yep.
But my favorite scene with the guy choose poorly, choose wisely. Like, those are definitely iconic lines. And it's funny that like a lot of these iconic lines don't come from Indiana Jones, you know.
Yeah, he's not the one saying any
Yeah,
of this stuff.
it's usually the side characters, but
He kind of just experiences these things.
Yeah.
But after he gets the cup back, you know, whatever, and they pass the seal, and it starts, you know, fumbling, and he looks back, and the guy just gives him the wave.
Yeah.
Yep.
Later, dudes.
Yeah. Peace out.
I'm never getting out of here.
Yeah. I finally die now.
Yeah.
I'm
But
the
I-
last night.
Yep.
Yeah, and they could have just
Crazy.
rolled credits like fade out.
Oh, he's still standing there. It's crumbling, and it's just like credits are rolling up.
Roll the credits. That would have been an awesome. Definitely not the
He's still
rolling
standing.
into the
He's
sunset.
still standing there today
Yeah.
and still crumbling.
It's like it would be like the ending of like Breakfast Club, you know. But it's him, and it like pauses. Plays the Breakfast Club music. Bam, bam.
Yeah.
Oh,
Waves,
man.
it crumbles all the way
Yeah.
down. He's still standing. He's like, no! Like, he still lives.
Yeah.
Man.
Marvel scene after the credits, the whole place is crumbling. He's standing above the rubble. He's standing above the rubble.
He tries to stab himself with his sword. He's like, mm-mm. It's too long. He's like, ah!
Oh my
Watch
god.
this old man try to commit suicide. It'd be
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well,
Great
I mean
movie.
that's
And then I love even when they are in the library finding the clues.
yeah.
I love that kind of scene. It's so fun. By the way, how you're saying Jungle Cruise was like in India. We've talked about this in our one episode, but the closest thing I think we've had to Indiana Jones is the first Mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first
With Brendan
Mummy was
Fraser.
it
It's so
definitely
good.
seemed
Indiana Jones.
It's so good.
He
like
Yeah.
that. Like you're just on this.
Brendan
Like,
Fraser is good as an Indiana Jones stand-in.
Yeah.
he
you know?
would be, and like I
Well,
mean,
he acted
well,
just
I
like
mean, he
him.
was.
His
He
character,
basically
yeah.
he was missing the hat.
He was a
you know?
stand-in, yeah.
But yeah, and I loved it, and like all the like back Egypt stuff, you know,
Yeah.
like just bringing into that old, you know, all of that. Like the Mummy was great. The Mummy was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
First Mummy
One
was
of our favorite
I think
movies.
it's the closest thing we've had to
Scorpion
Indiana
King
Jones.
brought in The Rock, you know, first
Yeah.
acting, you know, and it was kind of like, what is
What is happening?
that,
Yeah.
that animatronics,
Yeah.
you know, or whatever.
Oh
they
my
But
call it.
we don't talk
That
about those
CG.
movies. Yeah. Oh, we got a dog.
See,
No.
you see, if a mummy was real, you see, and RJ was cursed, the first thing he would do, he said, was cut his own dick off, so that the mummy couldn't have it.
Yeah, dude. If you're gonna get consumed by the mummy,
You still are on it?
no. You're the one that brought it up. All right.
I know,
If
but
you are consumed,
you
if
have
you're gonna
to
be
have-
consumed by the mummy, all right. You got the curse from the mummy because you opened up that chest, right?
Yeah.
Would you not cut off your dick so he wouldn't have your dick?
He does, but he's not there for
No,
your dick because
that-
he's there for the body parts they fucking
I don't
took.
care what you're doing. Like you
Why would you
capture
cut
me in
your own
war,
dick
like
off? You're dead.
you can waterboard me, you know, like stick bamboo under my fingernails, but
What?
cutting off my dick.
Just
that's-
don't remove the
That's the
dick.
last thing, you know.
But you're gonna die.
But he's like,
He's gonna
he thinks-
consume you.
he
I
I
thinks
want
the
to die
mummy's
with
gonna
my
come
dick.
in and he's
I want
gonna
to die
go-
with my dick. All
He's gonna
right.
go, oh, that's my one last thing. Fuck you, and he cuts it off. He thinks that's gonna be like hurt the mummy somehow.
No, he's not gonna have my dick. That's the whole point.
Because like,
But
dude,
I'm picturing him just picking it up, absorbing that.
You can't. It's not attached to
He
me.
says he can't. It's
You
magic.
can't.
Who says? That's insane. He said
It's not insane.
He said that
it's not insane. It's a
himself,
very
unprompted.
logical reason. And,
Unprompted on a
it's a-
podcast. He's like, I cut my own dick off straight up. My dick. It's nuts.
I think a dick is the most like you get burnt to a crisp.
Yeah.
You get your wife like, yep, that's his dick.
That's his
What?
Even crispy, you know, that's his dick.
Goddamn. God damn.
You're assuming that your partner knows a charred dick when she
She just knows his dick so well.
I think about his charred dick all the time. That's what it would look like.
It's because he's got the whip.
It's in the dark.
He knows.
It's in the dark.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He's
dude.
got that whip, baby.
He's got that whip.
Hey, dick in the dark, basically charred dick. Right?
Dick in the dark.
Dick in the dark.
You got the dick in the dark.
Hey, welcome to
I love
WTFisodes. Dick in the dark.
Dick in the dark. That'll be a side
Maybe dick after dark. You know?
podcast. Dicks after dark.
Oh yeah. Whoa.
But dick in the dark sounds like one word. It's so good. Dick in the dark.
Dick in the dark.
Yeah.
I don't even remember how we got here, but
It's because RJ
the mummy.
RJ's obsessed with cutting his dick off.
Stop.
That's why he doesn't want to talk about
I'm
it.
trying to find a reason.
Yeah, that's why.
And I think a paranormal mummy would be it. That would be it where I'm just cutting my dick off. Yeah.
But then you're dead though, so who gives a shit? That's what I'm like. What?
He wouldn't have my dick and I would be dead. It
He
doesn't
doesn't.
matter.
He's not.
You
He's not there for your dick.
don't you do not control the rules of this game.
Neither
That's
do
like-
you.
Yeah, but you can't say that my rules are wrong and yours
He's
are right.
not there for his dicks. He never said anything about wait a minute, where's your dick?
Dude, he's trying to resurrect his lover. All
Okay,
right. What do you think he's gonna do with his dick?
So he'd go around looking for people with big dicks. That's not you.
They have to be cursed by the chest, dude.
He's making dildos out of
I'm
guys'
not
dicks.
He's just a strap on. Yeah,
strap-on. He's like,
21st
okay.
century. He's like, oh, they're strap ons.
I still think I was right when saying you cut your dick off. And
You're
then
not,
He's
though,
absorbing you, and the last thing you see is his 12-inch dick, and it's fine, and you're like, no, and then you're gone.
Hey, but the thing is, in my head, no.
You see that swinging, and then you look down and see yours all shriveled up and dead, and you're like, and that's your last.
No, the
image.
thing is, no, I would be
And you're
okay.
like,
You know why? Because I'd be like, he's not having my dick, and then I'd slowly disintegrate.
And he's like,
This reminds
and he
me.
looks you right in the eyes, and he's like, I never wanted your dick.
Did you guys
and you're like, one tear.
when you guys were kids, you guys tell that joke where like the Indian's gonna make a canoe out of you, and the one guy asks for
Oh
a
no.
fork.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, all right, it's three guys.
I'm
you
scared
know,
that this is going to be very racist.
Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
There's three guys
Like
get caught by
Utah
this.
racist.
Oh shit.
Okay,
It's
it could be anything. It doesn't have to be Indian,
mildly
but, you know.
racist.
Let him talk.
But all right, guy catches these three guys and he says, "I'm gonna skin you and make you into a canoe." And the guys say, "Okay,
Okay.
but I give you one wish." And the one guy's like, "Hey, I want all the women in the
Whoa,
world,
whoa.
Wait, so he's skinning you?
The Indian comes up and he's going to skin
you and make you
me.
into a canoe."
Okay. And then, but I get a wish.
But you get one wish.
Okay.
And the one guy says, "I want all the women in the world for 24 hours." You know, so 24 hours, he's got all his women.
All the women in the world.
He's just whipping.
This guy
He's got that
is
whip.
packing it.
He's got that whip, yeah.
And the other
Not
guy
just
is
the
like,
whip. He's packing like balls of steel. And
and the next guy is like, "Hey, I want like all the money, you know, or whatever, you know." And he's rich for 24 hours, blows all his money, you know, probably on blow and whatever else, you know.
Yeah.
But and the last guy's like, "Hey, I want a fork." And the Indian's like, "What? You want a fork?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay." And he gives him a fork and he starts punching himself. He's like, "You're not gonna make a canoe out of me." You know?
No.
Yeah, that's
RJ
you.
with a
What?
dick. You know, he's
Because
like,
cutting it.
you ain't,
It's the same
you ain't,
concept,
You ain't gonna
dude.
use my dick. You know.
Yeah, you're not getting my dick.
Yeah.
You're not getting my skin.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Except yours is way dumber and crazier.
What? It's not. It's not.
Anyway, we got to get back.
Dude, they would know. The history books would say RJ was a brave man.
And then a picture
And
of his
then
dick.
RJ was a brave man who ironically died like a dickless coward
and in
because he chose to not fight the mummy but to cut his own dick off.
in the museum, there's just a petrified dick.
All this left.
This is the
No,
brave.
it's a beacon of
He would
hope
be
for
like-
all
'cause he'd be
those that
petrified 'cause
are
he sucked
fighting
it
the
up.
mummy.
He'd be like this big by then.
Oh my
Because
god!
if it's cut off, it's no blood. It's gonna get smaller.
But it's a
anyway.
beacon
And
of
if it's
hope. It doesn't
old,
matter how
Hey,
big it is.
this is magic.
It doesn't.
looks
It
like
doesn't
a
matter.
It looks like a date. It's like,
bad dates.
looks like a bad date.
But you know, I mean, it's magical. We're talking, but you know, it's like a museum. Like, hey, this is RJ. You know, he lived and he was so brave he cut off his own dick. And this is the first exposition of the first dildo we have. Petrified Egyptian
Yeah, hey,
dildo.
You started.
It would be my honor.
God damn
All
it.
right. Well, I think we need to end this episode soon. Yeah.
What else?
No,
Do you have
that's it.
anything-
That's all I
do you
got.
have
That's my
anything
notes, man. That's
not-
my notes.
Okay.
I mean, new film coming out July 22nd.
Yeah.
July 22nd. Wow.
Yeah. I'm pretty
1
excited.
year, less than a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So excited
closer and
for
closer.
it.
They've been talking about this forever.
Yeah.
That's how they got him to play Han Solo again.
Yeah, because this
he
was
wanted to do this.
2015.
Oh, it was forever ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
God damn, it took him so long.
Yeah.
And he's getting not younger.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
hey, you want to play Indiana Jones? I'd love it.
Yeah.
Well, first you got to do 3 Star Wars films.
God damn. And then he like crashed a plane. He's done all this shit. And then just keeps living.
And the first Star Wars film.
Plot armor, dude.
I'm gonna stab myself. I'm getting out of the next
I'm
2.
I'm out.
I'm getting out of the next 2. And
Like, we need you back. Well, because Carrie died,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, we have to have one of his parents bring him back.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're back in.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's
I
like,
know you cut your own dig off in the first movie, but we get you back.
I hate Han Solo for some reason.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
dog hates Han
yeah.
Solo. Oh, this has been a lot of fun,
This
guys.
is
Yeah.
great.
I'm glad
This
you
is
came,
Blast.
dude.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. If you have the time, you should be on our next. Just on our whatever one.
Hey, this is my 3rd podcast this week, so hey.
Oh man.
I love
yeah,
it.
you're podcast hopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been. I love it. I think
Yeah,
it's so much fun.
It's one of the funnest things.
I wanna-
If people don't
yeah.
know, make a pot. This dog, dude.
He's enjoying it.
Yeah, if you haven't done a podcast, it's one of the funnest things you'll ever do.
Yeah.
If you have the right people, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Just grab a friend, grab a spouse, whatever. Even if you do it yourself, I bet you'd have a good time. Just with your own thought. I could
Grab your dog.
Grab your dog.
I think I could do it myself. Like, but it wouldn't
I don't
be.
know.
I don't think it'd be.
Yeah,
fun.
it wouldn't be.
about that.
I
It'd be
think it'd
weird.
be interesting to listen to later. I don't think it would be fun like
Yeah.
for other people.
I'm like,
to
hey,
listen
my
to.
favorite scene in the Indiana Jones film. What do you think about that? Oh wait, it's just me. I think it was the funniest film ever. Like, maybe if you could like do voiceover, like you were really good at voices. I mean, you guys are a lot better than me. Like, every voice I do sounds the exact same. It's like a Russian drunk leprechaun, you know?
Yeah, hey.
Like that's every
Yeah,
voice I do.
I like that
It
voice.
sounds like that. Like that's what every voice I try to do.
My Hollywood producer has a New York accent. So
Yeah. It makes no sense.
that's why it's Tony. Hollywood Tony.
Yeah.
But
Hey, mafia guy.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's how he got into the business.
I
Yeah.
got into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got any plugs?
Well, I was gonna say, I want to.
Yeah.
So about your podcast.
My other podcast, I do a hockey podcast. It's like we base it mostly in Utah hockey, and then we talk, of course, pro hockey because that's what most people care about. But we
Right.
try to base it more about Utah hockey. So we talk about youth hockey, we talk about pro college, we talk about juniors, we talk about the Utah Grizzlies. But it's called Welcome to Cuptalk. And yeah, so I've started doing funny videos a long time ago about hockey. So it's what I spend a lot of my time doing and stuff. So
Yeah.
start a podcast.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
me and my buddy Mason, we do it together, and met him playing sledge hockey actually. So, but yeah, so we do that, and then I have a podcast with my wife that we talk about. My wife's a paraplegic, so she's in a wheelchair. So we kind of talk about like that not limiting her day and that not being who she is. And it's called "You're Not Your Effing Chair," and yeah. It's more positive than the hockey. I mean, the hockey one's positive, but not everyone loves
like
hockey.
the hockey one's fun.
Yeah.
And then this one's about positivity. That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna ask you before. Is like is it challenges that you find in the week?
Yeah, so like basically we go through and we talk about like we started out and she would kind of tell her story, but that kind of gets like, hey, and then we got married and then we had a kid, and we have 3 kids now, and we've had a lot of challenges. So we've more moved it on to a topic and we kind of talk about like this last one is like self-love, It's stuff that we actually we're not professionals at, we're not doctors and we're not this, that, but we just give our 2 cents on it. And like, it helps us kind of be better ourselves. And like we do, it's like my hockey podcast, we usually record down in my like hockey room, my basement, and then this one with my wife, we do it after the kids go to sleep, it's like we lock ourselves in our closet and like, it's just me and her. And like, we've actually had a lot of like really intimate moments of like, like just,
What a great setting.
it gets, I mean, that one's definitely like the hockey one. It's fun and it's, we laugh and whatever. This one we laugh. Sometimes we cry, sometimes it gets, really nitty gritty, but it's really fun to do with my wife. And I think we've grown as a couple through doing it. And maybe she's helped a lot of people write her and like, hey, like, it's like people like will write her and like, I was going to go into the handicap stall, but then I didn't because I realized some people need it, or stuff like that. And just things. And that's really what she's trying to do is kind of create a little bit of awareness or that like, there's shitty things that she runs into. Like people just like, oh yeah, I mean, that sucks, but you're okay, right? You know,
Oh,
like,
man.
So, and it's fine. And she tries not to, like, we do a section we call gripes and gains, like where we basically bitch, you know, and then we say, but we're better because of it, you know, and stuff.
Get
and
it
then,
out.
And like, but we try and find a positive, silver lining in everything we talk about. And then we always throw in that one time, you know, so basically like a time where,
That's a good.
and it kind of
That's
like
a good like a segment.
Yeah,
Already just the title.
yeah. So I mean, most of
kidding.
them are her like literally like falling out of her chair. One of them was remember
Oh,
when
shit.
we went to prom and we went to Kobe.
Oh, yeah.
And her wheel fell off of her wheelchair.
Did it?
You guys met in
I
high
don't
school,
remember
huh?
that.
Yeah, when we were
I-
rolling out, there was like a ramp and it's like a bridge. It's like and her wheel fell off.
What?
Yeah, so her front wheel and like we had to
Yeah,
like
because it like
Yeah.
they kind of have like they go in, you know, because they're removable.
and so basically
Yeah.
when we
for
went
some reason
when
they're
we
easy
went to
come
the
off
Yeah.
to.
when we went to the dance, we just like put it in the hole and we just like I couldn't wheelie her, so it would fall back out. So
Wow,
that
yeah.
was one of the ones
It, like,
that one
lost a
time.
bolt or
What?
something. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How did I not know about this?
Yeah,
I can't. I
don't
don't feel
know.
like I
Yeah.
met her either, which is weird because I knew you guys in high school.
So I mean,
That's
I
very
didn't meet
odd.
It
her
was, like,
till
late.
like
That's why I was
so
surprised
was
when
a
you
senior
said-
in high school. So.
maybe I knew you guys like the year before or some shit.
Yeah, it was
because I
before
did
this.
because I graduated and grew up. I had to go. You know, I
Yeah.
couldn't. Yeah,
Yeah, because she
I
wasn't
stopped
around.
hanging out. During
She wasn't
times
around the
when I had to work.
lightsaber
Yeah,
time.
she was not.
She
Yeah.
wasn't around the lightsaber.
This was like
time.
senior year.
Yeah, this is the end of
Yeah.
my senior year. We kind of met.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah.
I can't believe I didn't know that. What? I drove you.
I know, man.
drove
And that's a lot of the
everywhere.
things.
Yeah.
Like me and her, like we come into these situations and like we try not to make it like everybody else's like problem. We try to just get
Yeah.
past it. It's like it's talking about how we all have problems like that we just kind of get through the day, whether it's mental illness or whatever, you
Yeah.
know, alcoholism for Harry, you know, or
Yeah.
whatever, you know.
Rest in peace, Harry.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Original Harry.
But you know,
Harry, I love you, bud.
so it's definitely more of a positive, like try and make a better you kind of podcast.
Yeah, I
and
like
stuff.
that.
So,
I like that a lot.
I've
So-
had that exact, not at a prom, but I was with my mom. Her wheelchair, the fucking wheel just did that at a
Is your mom?
concert. She broke her hip in a car accident.
Oh, okay.
And she broke her hip and she like her ankle got cut off
Oh,
mostly. Like you got,
Yeah.
she
Okay.
has it. They reattached it.
Yeah.
You know, she was really, really hurt, but she's in a wheelchair for a long time.
Oh, okay.
And but yeah, I know the pain of just random wheelchair breaking.
Yeah.
Because they're put together so weird. Every part
Yeah.
is. I get why, like
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean. But it sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like one of our that one times when we flew to like Atlanta for our honeymoon and like they like when you have a baby carriage or whatever, like you put it in right before you get on the plane, you know? That way you can have it right as you get off the plane, whether it's a
Yeah,
stroller or
okay.
whatever. And so we basically check it at the door and they put it like in this little cabin. And like we got to Atlanta and we're sitting there looking at the plane and they're like, your wheelchair's stuck. And they were like,
What?
jiggling the door, you know?
What?
And like we sat there for an
how do
hour.
you guys not
We're like, these guys are like hitting this door with this hammer, like
oh
you know,
my
like
They're like,
God.
at a certain like, just break the door.
like
I would too. I'd be like, break
Yeah.
the fucking door because to get their wheelchair, they can't get
Yeah.
off the plane.
Yeah.
yeah, and like people like her wheelchair is like part of her, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
can't just go get another wheelchair.
No,
Yeah, it's
no,
sick,
no,
you
no,
know?
no.
Yeah.
So
I'd break the shit. I'd be so scared of that employee, like just shit, like oh shit, like,
Yeah, yeah.
that'd be
yeah.
crazy.
So we try to make that one time kind of a funny thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know. And so like we try and not make it a, all touchy feely, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's-
good.
You
It
gotta
seems
have
like a
the
good
fun.
balance.
Yeah, you have the good and the bad, the fun and the sad. and-
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that one's a good podcast. I mean, that one's fun. It's
Yeah.
really, I don't know, but yeah, they're both fun in their own.
yeah.
Yeah.
How many episodes have you done of your hockey?
My hockey, we're almost to 30.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
dang.
started at the beginning of the hockey season,
Oh,
and
okay.
we've done every week. And now that the hockey season's over, we have gone to every other week. But in between, I do I call them puck pictures. I've only done one,
Yeah.
or I talk about like Mighty Ducks for
Hell yeah.
So I get my little brother Benny to step in and we talk about kind of like what we talked about Indiana Jones just barely, but like we just talk about like hockey movies.
Yeah.
Oh
So,
yeah.
kind of an in between the weeks because there's not a lot of hockey news going on right now
Yeah.
at any level. So but just to keep doing it. So
Watch the new Indiana Jones, the new Mighty Duck series. You have something to talk about.
yeah, that's actually
It's good, dude.
It.
I've watched half of it.
So yeah, because like an episode, because my guy I do it with, he's in the military also, National Guard. So like he was out doing basic training, and I had my little brother Benny step in for an episode, and we just happened to be the episode I talked about, that series getting over, and it was so much fun. I was like, hey, let's keep doing this.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we do that. So
how long have you been doing the your effing chair?
we just did 15. So
15?
15.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just did
15
15 last week.
good,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
15 feels good.
Yeah, we did 15 and we did it on Snake Eyes, which was
I think
kind of a
worked out.
disappointment.
It was funnier than
yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, it was good.
When I re-listened,
Yeah.
I was like, that's fine.
But yeah, episode 16 I think is the one that we're really like stoked about.
Yeah, 16 and 17 have turned out really well.
Oh yeah.
It's been
This is
fun.
17.
17.
Not 16.
I know.
C7. we can see an NC-17 movie at 17. What else? That's all about.
That's it.
That's what 17 gets.
Yeah.
It's not 21. It's not
No.
16. It's not renting a car at 23.
Yeah.
It's just 17.
Yeah, we're just trying to get to
weird
Rated
the
R movies. Rated R movies.
17.
Yeah, we're just
Rated
trying to
R.
get this
Well, 'cause
podcast legal.
NC-17 is worse than R. I thought.
Yeah.
I just included it with what you said. I was like, well, yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Ratings. You can see any movie now.
I was
Yeah.
just thinking 17, all right?
Yeah.
You can see NC-17, but not X. Got it?
Yeah.
Like what?
18's
Yeah.
X.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what?
18.
What are these ages?
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's weird.
But yeah, I'm so glad that you guys had notes because we were gonna do it last week, and so
Yeah.
I lost all my Indy,
Yeah.
because I watched it,
Yeah.
and then I was like, oh, I'm ready, and then now I'm not. Ready. But Indy,
Yeah.
we know Indy,
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
you know.
Indy's classic. I love
Yeah.
it. You know, I'm
Good
gonna,
feelings with those movies, you know?
And I'm pretty sure the next time over at my brother's Mark's house, we're going to watch Temple of Doom. So I'll get it in. I'll get it in. This has been a blast, guys.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hope you guys have me back again.
Oh yeah, we will for
Dude,
sure.
You've been great.
If
Yeah.
you guys
Been
want to come
great to
talk
talk
hockey,
and- Yeah.
you want to come talk hockey,
Dude, we'll talk hockey. We'll do it. We'll do our best.
Hell yeah! I think the first professional sport I ever saw was hockey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
What
the
teams?
Grizzlies.
Oh,
When I was a
Yeah.
kid. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it was the Grizzlies.
there you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That was the first time I had ever gone to any kind of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
arena anywhere to do,
Yeah.
any kind of spectating.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, I think we should end it.
17. Goddamn.
Yeah. Hey, next time we'll be 18.
Yeah.
Hey.
Our
Yeah.
podcast is almost legal. I told
Yeah,
you I was
dude,
Gonna, I
yeah.
told
Buy
you I was
cigarettes.
gonna fuck it.
You guys can buy cigarettes, but not in Utah.
Yeah. 19, right?
Yep.
Or did they up
Our
it?
weird
I
state.
think it's just 19.
No,
Oh, okay.
I thought it was 18 now.
Oh, they go down?
I think it went down.
It went
Oh.
down? Okay.
How long
No,
since
wait.
I've been about cigarettes.
No, I think it went up
Oh.
in
I don't
Utah.
know. Who knows?
Never mind.
Who
I don't
cares?
know. I thought, I think it might have gone up. Whatever.
All I know is I got a pee so bad.
Yeah, let's do
Okay.
this.
All right.
Thank you for coming on,
Yeah.
man. I'm so glad
Thanks
you
for
did.
having me.
I'm so glad
Yeah.
you did. No, this was really fun.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
a great
Blast.
one. So,
Okay.
all our other guests, step it up.
Hey, all you low hanging fruit guests.
Natalie, Nicole, Coop. Be more like Nick.
I appreciate the kind words. Sorry for all the other guys. You just got shit on.
Dude,
My wife is gonna kill me.
Dude, we're just gonna start rating our guests. Like we're gonna have a board on the side. We're gonna give
rating
you a 5.
The whole time we're just having our
guys are
we're
gonna-
both of us together.
Like you guys like flip over your notebook and like write down something.
Chris, can I talk to you really quick?
No, you guys should do it the how people like how those like dicks like do tips, like they set out like $10 bills.
Oh my God.
And like every time they mess up, they like take a $1 bill away. They just take another $1 bill away.
It's fucking
And we
10
throw it
different
at you. Like
cards.
we
Yeah,
throw
it's
at the guests like
losing it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it would be like that.
Yeah, but yeah, just step it up is all I'm saying.
Okay.
We love you guys.
Yeah, we love you so much.
I am related to 2/3 of you. I'm related to
Oh yeah,
two
that's,
of the
that's
three.
really weird.
To Coop and of course my wife.
Yeah. Okay. We
And
will
I
check
am
you.
Buck.
We will check you on the next one.
See you on the flip.
Hey, flip is a derogatory term for a Filipino, all right?
Really?
I don't like the way you said
flip?
that. Yeah, I don't like the way you said flip.
I'm going to see you on the flip.
That's even worse.
Oh, I thought that was okay. I'll see you on the filthy Filipino. No? Flip. I meant flip.
Oh my God. All right,
Turn
we're
it
done.
off.
We're done. We're done.
Flip.